Need to update my live stream on YouTube. Okay, everything seems pretty good. Let's go to the replay tab. Do have a handful of replays today. I'm going to save that for that one for just a little bit later. Let the stream warm up a bit and see if I have any graphical issues. Let's start with 1v1. Yep, and my voice seems perhaps a little bit loud. I'll keep an eye on the sound quality and my voice, but it looks like my voice is in a good section, but I think maybe Company Heroes 2 maybe a little bit quiet. Oh, my Twitch went down for a moment. Yep. Well, that's getting set on up. Doesn't say I dropped any bits, so it's likely something on the issue of Twitch. I just want to make sure. Yep, camera seems good. Yep, everything seems good to go. The only thing I'm not concerned, or I am concerned about, is the Company Heroes 2 audio. But either way, let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the blue OKW player of Ace Hero. Spawn on the south side as the red Brits. We have Carl. Carol? Carl. I don't know how to actually pronounce that. Caril? Caril. Caril. That seems right, about right.
The new infantry section is ready for battle.
Yep, that seems pretty good. Music may be a little bit quiet. Let's bump up the music volume a little bit. Sounds, music, boop, 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 boop. That should be good. Yep, I think that's pretty good. But either way, we do have a double intersection opener and to universal carrier. We do have one doctrinal lock-in of the Korean offensive doctrine, so we do have Volksgrenadier into Panzerfusiliers.
New job, sir. Orders is here.
That still seems a little bit quiet. But I guess we need to wait till it gets really loud. That's when we really have to be concerned with the audio. We do got the Volksgrenadier behind heavy cover. They're not trying to either capture, they're trying to disrupt, but they do fall back at the wrong exact time.
Universal carrier built and ready.
Does cancel the sandbags there. I'm not to build them just yet. We do have the Shroom Pioneers pushing way forward, capturing this strategic point. They don't have vision of each other just yet. We do also have some wire going down. Very nice. Does capture that point. And Universal Carrier is starting to make its way forward. We do have these Volksgrenadiers pushing way forward to capture, to secure that sandbags.
Contact! The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
And now we do have the Bren Carrier engaging the Volksgrenadier. They're trying to get a bit of a sideways armor, heavy cover. We do also have these guys advancing here. And some of them are behind light cover. The size is just decapture the fuel point and run away. That's probably the best opportunity because they're getting way overwhelmed by numbers. They would at least. Second squad of Panzerfusiliers have been deployed on out. We now do have a sapper likely meant for repairs for the Universal Carrier. Panzerfusiliers have made themselves known, getting a good idea what two doctrines he's potentially gone for. It's highly likely he suspects that's going to be Grand Offensive because Grand Offensive it's pretty much a staple nowadays.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Universal Carrier receiving some hits, not going. Okay, now it's just reloading.
It's looking a bit squiffy.
It's a bit iffy because they don't actually have reload animations sometimes for some of these units. some of the vehicle units, so it's always iffy whether or not if the machine gun is being reloaded. Maybe that's something they can worry about for a couple of years.
Section of Tommies has been trained.
Panzerfusiliers do hop inside this building. There are 3 windows on this side and 2 windows on this side, so it is firing using all 5 rifles, just not exactly good engagement against both of those units. But overall, they will do some good work, but they will get overwhelmed. Volksgrenadiers making their advance. Does drop a model there.
Your forces have constructed
And does get some good damage in there. Over here, we do have the intersections engaging. And we do have these Volksgrenadiers not captured that munitions point. Looks like they got lost a model that was in the capture point, and they will push forward to that heavy cover. Panzerfusiliers pushing way forward as well, getting anti-tank rifle grenade off. Should have plenty of health to escape, though depending how hard he pursues it, he potentially could get a kill there. Now we do have the Pinto mount. He may want to use his suppressive fire ability to prevent them from advancing. Engage it. Does get a bit of extra health as well with that upgrade, like 40 health, but it's already severely wounded. Maybe it'll get sustain an extra pen or 2. We do got some slit trenches coming on out. Overall, great field control there by the Brits. Do got a battle group HQ being deployed now. He's eyeing for some medics. Slit trench has been deployed.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
And this Volksgrenadier is capturing up that standard strategic point, while this field point will be secured by the OKW player. Intersection making their advance once more. They're mostly actually behind light cover, not heavy cover. He needs to rotate behind that heavy cover, because that's, well, heavy cover. I think it's fully behind heavy cover now.
A capture point. Our supply line's broken.
He does not get the wire off to prevent those sandbags being utilized. As you can see here, a bit of a strain of sandbags, wire, sandbags, attempted more wire. Flak half-track being deployed now. We've got a 55 caliber sniper also been deployed, which should be pretty effective versus that half-track. Oh, and I heard he does use a demolition charge there to clear out those sand wire. He's not recaptured the point just yet. Does buff out the scratches and redid the paint job. 55 caliber sniper has made himself known. And he doesn't really have a good unit to hunt him down. Doesn't have a Kugelwagen, and the 251 is not a great unit for that purpose. He's clearing out some of this. Does he have Bofor research? Okay, he's clearing that out. Maybe just trying to get rid of line of sight blocks to utilize this heavy cover here. But he may be getting a Bofors right there. Flak half-track has been deployed on out. And does immediately get spotted by that garrison, that split trench. That split trench is severely wounded. He needs medics dearly. He does have 5-man squad upgrades now. He does have this medic squad way over here, or at least medic upgrade. Oh, does get the medic upgrade on that squad now. He needs to utilize it and stay out of combat. Good spot there. We'll give him time to heal up. Best to keep him to get them heal up significantly before we're trying to push on forward, because a dead squad is no use. Flak half-track does get some hits there.
Enemies trying to take a point from us. The AT gun you ordered is ready.
We do got a fresh AT gun deployed out in the field. We, of course, do have these Panzerfusiliers behind the heavy cover, ready to engage these infantry section here. But they're just sort of just guarding this VP for the time being. They're a little bit wounded, don't have G43s nor Panzerschrecks. And the sniper is pushed his way forward. We're spotting there. That sniper will easily turn the battle into their favor. Does get out the scratches once again. And the 55 caliber sniper does miss there.
Point.
Fresh, nope, the Kinderwerfer does not get deployed on Naut. Lig is going to be deployed on Naut. Lig can be useful. It's mostly, I'm supposed to get out these support weapons to engage like a weapon team, but can still be effective versus the regular infantry section, seeing the Brits generally want to stay still. 55 caliber sniper still being very, very problematic. If that 6 round in the region, it will make it very hard for that flak half track to set up anywhere.
Supply line's been cut.
Sniper does get a hit there. Does get rid of some more of that cover there. He's really been active for that, that's for sure. No Bofors research. He's just trying to get rid of that cover. Not every day you see somebody really queue those up. Does you throw a nice frag grenade there by the Panzer Fusiliers. Probably won't get a wipe there. Intersection, Royal Engineers are staying behind the heavy cover. They do advance now with the support of the Universal Carrier and able to force back that Panzer Fusiliers. Over here, we've got some sandbags being deployed on out. Sniper in heavy cover. Camouflage, not in range of anything. Panzer Fusiliers going to move towards this VP. And this point has not been captured as well. I really hate how people sometimes just skip this point or skip this point. That provides a lot of resources over time. It does matter. These points, 2 of them equals to 1 munitions point and 1 fuel point pretty much. People really should get those more often. Fuel points can be a bit overrated sometimes in my opinion. Regular points can do just as well. And does force back that Panzer Fusilier, no problem. This point will be captured up, no problem as well. Sniper up to 8 kills and a great hit there on the intersection. He can of course heal himself up, but decides to fall back to get reinforcements. 3 members is one of those points where it really does lose effectiveness. And of course we got the flak half track pushing his way up north. Nothing in the area. Could keep the flak half track up in this area, just make sure that area is secured. Because as long as it's a 6-pounder round, it can make the flak half track's life very difficult. We got, of course, a trench garrison receiving sniper fire. We don't see Mills bomb research. And I think he just got that G43 upgrade. Lig trying to hit that pyrotechnic squad. And the Kinderwerfer does get a good hit there on the Universal Carrier. And looks like we've got some base artillery now raining on in. Late response here. The first round could potentially land on that thing. The rain's a little bit far behind. Royal Engineers haven't upgraded the Minesweeper, but I don't think we've seen any shoe mines just yet. Never hurts, however, having it. Because when you do find a landmine, it's usually the exact wrong time. Second 6-pounder has employed on out, which is going to be very effective versus that flak half track, but nothing else at the moment. Maybe a bit too early for that. Is there any sheer Panzer quarters? No, and I think that's flak half track. He doesn't even have the sheer next SWS half track, so no other HQs being deployed on out, so it's pretty far away from a Panzer IV or any other asset.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Sniper taking some shots all the way back at home. That slit trench there. It's amazing how far away a sniper can hit if he really wants to start aiming. Infantry section is engaged with Sturm Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers have not deactivated their Minesweeper, which is a bit of a problem. But like the intersection would win out the fight anyways, but the heavy cover is making a bit of quite a difference. He potentially could have won that fight if he had that gun up and firing. Nope. Oh, looks like he actually attacked moved onto that wire. Whoops. The Kinderwerfer does find the Universal Carrier. We got G43 squad coming for a flank. Does receive a sniper shot there. Sniper has 13 kills at the moment. We got the infantry section mostly behind light cover. May want to start try picking away against these bushes with his... Oh! Never mind, I was going to say with his sappers in order to help clear it up, get some heavy cover there, but he does find some heavy cover there, thanks to the lag. And the flak half track is sort of looming around. Up north, we do have the infantry section deploying out some sandbags. Sniper does get a good hit there. We do have the G43 squad engaging the sappers.
We've been promoted. Splendid.
And now that Universal Carrier is up to Veteran C3.
Arms have 300 points at the moment.
Flak half track still defensive of the north flank.
Enemy causing trouble.
And he does find a
Trying
Brit
to
landmine
take
there.
one
Very
out.
nice. So we'll be able to clean up that British landmine.
Enemy infantry having a pop. A capture point is being overrun.
Universal Carrier does suppress these Panzer Fusiliers.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
And does get another sniper shot off all the way back home. Needs some healing, that's for sure. And that slit trench does go down. The Kenworth does not get a shot off there. And the infantry are going to make their advance. Sniper will have to stick to the back, get some healing. We do also have this intersection here activate the healing, but the sniper is a bit far away from it. Intersections are make their advance. We'll find a bit of light cover there as the G43s do capture the central VP. Fuel point has been captured, but nothing in the area to get into, or no other points in supply, so it's not in supply. The other point is captured on up. We do see a Sheer Panzer Quarter has been deployed, fully upgunned as well, so he's on his way to a Panzer IV. His opponent has a lot of fuel stored up. He does have the company command post. He does have enough fuel for a Firefly, Comet, Centaur, 17-pounder. He could go for Hammer or Anvil, perhaps get out some more heavier assets.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Getting some good hits there onto the Kenworth. Those sandbags do in fact go down.
We're losing a capture point.
And the intersection does fall back. It is activating, or it's not activating suppressive fire mode, just engaging him at long range. The Kenworth has received quite a bit of fire there. The Kenworth is eyeing for the kill, but does fall back in time. Nope, he does not. Lines up a shot, fires, direct hit. Sniper, I think, has even less health than last time I remember. Starting to charge on forward as well with his two-man squad. That's a poor idea. And the sniper is no longer being healed. Does enter in combat once again. I did hear Hammer's been activated, so it's likely going for a Comet tank relatively soon. While the Panzer IV is still a bit of a way as well. About 15 more fuel versus, what, 20 more fuel? Nope, just 30. I thought I heard Panzer... Yep, there's a Panzer Fusilier flare right there. Very nice. Down south, we do have the intersection, or Panzer Fusiliers behind the heavy cover there. Getting some great work in. Sniper is not fully healed. Veteran C2, 19 kills. 6-pounders do hit those sandbags, getting some good damage in, and the Shroom Pioneers are unable to collapse on that sniper. Does destroy that sandbag there. Sniper does find a kill there onto the Shroom Pioneer. Does get some bullets there. Sniper severely wounded. Does manage to escape on out though. Panzer Fusilier grenade was dodged. Second squash of the sappers have been pointed out, so it doesn't have the minesweeper himself. And now we've got the G43s advancing, getting some good hits there onto that intersection. The intersection will likely be forced on back. And we also got the flak half track getting some shots in, but not enough to suppress. As the Volksgrenadiers do get some good flanking hits there onto those AT guns. Sniper does pitch another shot over here, and we got the intersections now advancing. We got a G43 squad behind that heavy cover there, trying to protect that fuel point. And we do have a Panzer IV on the build queue. Almost enough fuel for a Comet tank. Now he does have enough fuel right now. And he has plenty of manpower. Immediately a Comet. He is waiting for that Comet. The Comet tank will be very effective versus the Panzer IV, that's for sure. The Kenworth does put a round into that well, denying the water source.
We're losing a capture point.
And now everybody will go thirsty. Panzer Fusilier, Ost H now pushes the way forward, getting some good hits there onto that intersection. And does throw out a stun grenade there by the Sturm Pioneers, getting some good damage. And I think he also maybe destroyed some of that heavy cover there. Panzer IV making its advance. Does throw out a grenade there. Tried to destroy the heavy cover right in front of him. That was a horrible idea. And does fall back now. Panzer IV staying reserve. Does have the Panzer Commander upgrade.
You now have a new Comet tank.
And take out more and more of this heavy cover.
Where do you want this Comet? Upgrade done. So we're happy over here. Heavy tank reporting.
Comet tank does push its way forward. Rolls a miss there on the Panzer Volksgrenadiers. The Kenworth Veteran C1 does camouflage there, trying to ambush that Comet tank. And we'll find the rear armor as well. Double pen there immediately. Panzer IV could pursue, but with two AT guns, he knows those two AT guns. That's actually a really bad idea to pursue that. There was also a shoe mine there, so he did actually turn away from the shoe mine. If he would have hit the shoe mine instead of that rear armor hits there, he potentially could have gotten just fully destroyed. Sniper severely wounded, does fall back. And the flak half track's now setting up, getting some great damage in there. Comet takes makes advance, trying to hit that Panzer Fusilier. Frag grenade was thrown before retreating. And now here comes the base howitzer barrage. That round could... Okay, I thought he was going to hit the wipe out the Panzer Fusiliers, but it does get direct hit there onto like fully wiping it. Pioneers making the advance, trying to repair up that Comet tank. Over here, we do have the Kenworth still camouflaged.
Heavy tank awaiting orders. Our capture point. They're trying to take it. Bren guns and Beard launchers can now be used by many
Comet
units.
tank starting to make his advance. Negus does get the flank on there on the Kenworth.
Explosive phosphorus
Does throw a frag grenade there onto the Kenworth, getting some good damage in.
delivered by glider.
And now we do have the Commando Regiment, likely eyeing for air supremacy operations. Does get a Kenworth or Panzer Truck pen there from inside that bunker. We may see anti-tank rifle grenade.
Threatening a capture point.
And we've got some mortar cover coming on in. That is, of course, a mix of high explosive white phosphorus and smoke coming on in.
The enemy cut our supply line. Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of
The
our
Kenworth,
points.
that Sturm Pioneer squad did get some good damage there on the Comet tank.
Supply lines
The Kenworth may get a good hit there. Has a side armor exposed, which will, of course, allow him to access the rear armor. That squad is severely wounded thanks to that white phosphorus mortar. Throws out a frag grenade. Very good attempt, but took the wrong path for that. The Kenworth does roll a miss there. AT guns try to sign up. May get run down there by the G43 squad.
HQ is under attack.
Assault has been activated. Allowing him to get some free reconnaissance and as well as some good combat buffs across his front line. And that Panzerfusilier squad will be forced on back. Too much fire coming on out. Flak half-track setting on up, getting some good damage on the Royal Engineers. This one still has an AT grenade available. And the Comet Tank is quite wounded, but the thing is, his armor's high enough to really contend with against the Panzer IV, even at half health. Flak half-track finds some good angles there, getting some good damage on those Royal Engineers. And the infantry section does receive quite a bit of damage there. Panzer IV is advancing. And rolls a miss there. Comet Tank trying to respond to it, but Kenilworth is right here. Panzer Fusilier squads making their advance. Does force away those Tommies.
Capture point.
Did he destroy whatever that... That's where the Universal Carrier was, so I think he may have destroyed his own carcass there?
The capture point is being overrun.
The intersection is receiving a bit of fire there. And these guys are in point blank, so he's getting some good damage onto that. Intersection does fall back there. Up north, we do have the Vickers set on up, trying to engage everything that advances. We do got a Panther deployed on the field. Not synced with the Tiger Tank. Wait a second. Panther's 185 plus 30, that'll be 215. Why did you not save up for the Tiger Tank? Panzer IV and Panther try to get some hits in there, but multiple bounces and misses there. The Panzer IV does find a pen there. He has not gotten for any upgrade there on the Panther, which is fine because he could save the missions for his Panzer Commander and bring some artillery barrages on top of those 6-pounders. The VPs are in favor of the Brit by a small margin. This point is being captured up by the Brits, so is this one, while the bottom one is being captured up by the OKW player. Panzer Fusilier is eyeing to capture up, or at least one of them is eyeing to capture up that northern VP. And we do have these... Intersection here may receive quite a bit of fire there by the Shun Pioneer. The Minesweeper is put away, but down to the last 2 STGs, but it's a good range for those 2 STGs, and looks like he will force back that squad. He's getting some great damage there onto those Royal Engineers. The one that Minesweeper squad does get fully wiped there. And Volksgrenadiers are not able to capture that point while inside the Slitch Trench. Up north. And it does look like he threw a stick grenade into that building.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one.
Panther does find an angle, does get a pen there. I think he's force fire on the ground. Nope, he's not force fire on the ground. Another Panzer Fusilier flare, very nice. Brands have been upgraded on his intersections now, and we'll get some good amount of fire in. He's not saving up any for air supremacy operation anytime soon. Volksgrenadier up to Vet 5. His Panzer Fusiliers, 2 of them up to Vet 5, the other one's up to Vet 3. And looks like the Brand guns will force back the Axis forces. Kenilworth does find a hit there. Panther rolls a miss, however. full retreat. I probably would not have retreated the Vickenwerfer. I probably would have done the soft retreat.
Coming, ready to move out.
6-pounders do find some good angles there onto that Panzer IV. The pyrotechnic squad needs to make sure it stays close to those 6-pounders so he can spot
Capture
for
point
them.
is being overrun.
And notice the Vickers is not eyeing for that trench. And not actually eyeing to set up anywhere. It looks like getting this trench now. Intersection will be captured with the Northern VP with that heavy cover there. They can be able to stay there for quite some time. You could potentially get inside the garrison afterwards, but keeping them right there wouldn't be half bad. Try to go with the VP game at this point in time. He has both sides of plenty of assets on the field, so you should both be eyeing the VP game. Panther finds a good hit there onto the Comet. And there's a second Comet down the board on the field. You got White Phosphorus there. It does get hit quite a bit by that stick grenade. But that intersection will not escape out of there. Ooh, that's a squad wipe. Nothing on the OKW side can pick up that Bren. Not even the Sturm Pioneer since they have 2 upgrades. And he misses that White Phosphorus once again. It does get good kills there onto that 6-pounder. Does get it decrewed. Panther maybe eyeing to destroy it. Is there only one Bren? Nope, there's 2 Brens on that squad. Those designed to recapture up that 6-pounder. Panzer IV does get a good hit there onto that Sapper. A lot of damage, not any model drops though.
Trained and ready to go.
Fresh intersection here. They can pick up a Bren and pick up the other one on the ground. It's a good idea to pick up that one on the ground just so you can save a bit of munitions.
Wireless intercepts put Harry Hull on 200 points.
It does get some good hits there onto that trench. Good hits there. Panzer Fusiliers are starting to engage. Does get some bounces there onto that one Comet. Both Comets are both severely wounded. Assault has been activated, but these guys are quite wounded and they're now on open ground. Does throw a stick grenade there. Does get one of the models. Could potentially see a squad wipe on that other veteran squad, but does not. And so Captain favor the Brits. The Brits do have plenty of tickets at the moment.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
And also this flak half track should just be quite defensive. Maybe push a little bit farther forward, help cover that VP. Does get a pen there with a 6-pounder. Second 6-pounder does fire, getting a pen as well. This wounded Comet tank is advancing, receives a deadly hit there by the Vickenwerfer. Another hit there, but rolls a miss. Vickenwerfer is trying to fire on that Vickenwerfer. I mean, Vickers is trying to fire on that Vickenwerfer. Intersection are behind a bit of light cover there. Heavy cover is being utilized by those Panzer Fusiliers as the Flak Half-Track is starting to make his advance. Not in range of this squad, but is in range of this stuff. We do have a smoke run come on in. Very nice. Comtech tries to push his way forward, but does find the Panther and Vickenwerfer. Vickenwerfer now at Vector C3, which of course what gives extra range. First strike penetration.
Enemy causing trouble.
Weapon targeting and rate of fire. That's Vet 2. The Vet 2 ones we get a lot of damage increase. Another deadly hit there by the Comet Tank. Does get an engine crit there with the 55 caliber sniper. 6-pounder. I thought I heard him fire somewhere. Was this down here? Does get another shot there onto the half track. Could potentially go down to the 55 caliber sniper, but the Panther's trying to hunt down it.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Does back away there with the Panther. These guys are severely wounded. Those Comet Tanks can't really engage the Panther. It'd be an RNG fest whether or not who actually got killed. Panzer IV may find a good hit there. It does roll a bounce, however. Panzer IV does find a nice rear armor hit shot there, forcing back that Comet. Both Comets are quite wounded. He only has one sapper as well, so it'll be a bit of time before he can repair it up, and he does not have anvil, so no heavy sappers as well. Folks Grenadiers trying to capture that point. They do capture the point, but needs to retreat back a little bit later ago, because that squad could potentially get wiped. We got all three of the squads of these firing. The Vickers will also fire as well, and the Vickers doesn't really take prisoners, and there it goes. Panzer IV is the region. No AT gun in this region as well. Like, maybe try and get a hit there, but let's call it smoke run. Very nice. Frag grenade thrown, but does get dodged. This squad could receive some more model hits upon retreat, but I don't think it'll be a squad wipe. Panther does get its engine or turret locked by that sniper. It'd be like, it's like really, really long, like 30 seconds. Comet Tank will find nothing up here. And this half-track is still severely wounded. We do got some Obisaws being deployed on out. He does have access to infrared STGs, so it's likely... Well, he could go for it, not likely will go for it. I would like to see it, because it's a doctrinal item, might as well use it. Does find that landmine there. Is the Panther in pursuit? He may not realize he actually hit it. Intersection here. Receiving some hits there from the Lag and Panther. Obosans are making an advance. They are being upgraded with the LMG though. Not with the infrared STGs. And does receive a hit there by the sniper. Sniper's at Veterancy 3, 48 kills. That sniper's being very, very problematic. Good hit there by the Penwiffer. The Penwiffer at Veterancy 4. Increased mobility, which can be quite helpful in pursuing down Comets. White Phosphorus was utilized on top of these Panzer Fusiliers and does get the engine damage there onto that Comet Tank. And the sniper just went down right there. Panzer Fusiliers trying to advance away. And these intersections are being reinforced on the front line, but receiving quite a bit of fire there. The bunker reaches out all the way over here. And this bunker is starting to be displaced by the Panzer IV, but the Panzer IV just rolling misses on that bunker. Does send a frag there, does dodge it, however, and this engine damage is almost fully repaired. Engine damage fully repaired. That was damaged by a that shoe mine up north. Great hit there by Comet Tank. Comet Tanks are just way too effective versus infantry, in my opinion. We do have the Slit Trench. Great hits there on that Sturmpiner, and the Sturmpiner does go down thanks to that Comet largely. The Cannon Warfare is falling back, receiving quite a bit of fire. Double tap there onto the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is still alive, but not for long at the current rate. The Brits are down to 100 points. Looks like the OKW player has really turned the match around. Panzer Fusiliers starting to make their advance. And the intersection will not capture that point, and they'll be forced on back. These intersections here are severely wounded. Comet Tank does roll a miss, hitting that debris right there.
RE Sappers reporting in. Where do you want this Comet?
More Royal Engineers.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And Obasan's are trying to make their advance. They need to eye that heavy cover, though. Panzer Fusiliers are trying to make their advance. May get a stick grenade off on that group. Nope, they do not. And here comes a smoke run. Looks like way up here. Trying to stop that Vickers from firing. Who does use the take aim ability. Say take aim. Okay, just increases accuracy, penetration, range. Comtanks does say hi to that Panzer Fusiliers. Panzer Fusiliers hopped inside the building just to make sure the Vickers doesn't claim it for their own. Over here, the Tommies are captured the VP, or has captured the VP. Panzer IV will say it's high. Rolls a pretty big miss there. And rolls another miss there. Another good hit there, and the intersection will fall back. Panther, a little bit wounded. He has not rebuilt a Sturmpioneer yet. He does have a mechanized HQ. He does have 4 repair engineers, which may not exactly be enough for Panzer IV and Panther, assuming they both get severely wounded at the same time. Comet Tank does, of course, get a direct hit there. May see anti-tank rifle grenade there, but the Panzer IV has a low chance of penetrating the frontal armor of the Comet Tank. Panzer IV does roll a miss there, and we do got sappers. May looks like eyeing to capture the point, while these intersections eyeing to capture up that fuel point. At the center, we do got the Panzer Fusiliers forcing on back the sappers, as the Comet Tank does get some good hits there onto that Volksgrenadier. Those humps of smoke there, very nice, and some white phosphorus smoke says hello. And with those guys severely wounded, even the main gun and machine guns can do severe work against that Panzer Fusilier. Does roll a miss there. He's trying to pursue it, but it looks like he will not get the kill there. Panther does get a couple pens there. And the lag is raining on in. Maybe a barrage. Yep, a barrage trying to hit those sappers. Very nice. The Brits only has 64 tickets. Not a whole lot of tickets remaining. Section for what remains of them are captured that fuel point. It does get a pen there onto that Panzer IV. Of course, got the 2 AT guns and intersections to make their advance. The flak half-track did go down this area, so that's some heavy cover for him to utilize. But that half-track does receive quite a bit of fire there. I've got a flare grenade being thrown there. We also got a smoke run. Nope, that's a off-map smoke by the pyrotechnic squad that's just retreated on back. Good, it's there onto that intersection. Obzos is making their advance now. Light could be very useful in dealing with these 6-pounders. Even just smoking them out could be allow his Panzer IV to push on forward. He can also bring in some Panzer artillery. He has 200 munitions, so that's at least 2 barrages. By the time it gets off cooldown, that'll be a third. Two Panthers have been pulling out, and that sapper does fully go down.
Destroyed an engineer section.
The OKW player will need an eye getting another sapper squad himself. He doesn't have a whole lot of squads for me, or doesn't have a lot of repairs for his vehicles. Panzer squad may get fully wiped there because he's completely forgot about it. And one of the Panthers do actually go down. No, that was a Panzer IV that goes down. Probably to the AT guns, getting severely hit. 2 vehicles destroyed. Likely it was a 6-pounder. Another AT grenade there or a heat grenade onto that Panther. No Panzer commander, but the AT guns are likely to get decrewed, but won't be decrewed fast enough. No, they did not get decrewed fast enough. No Panzer commander onto the Panther. Does receive a pen there by the 6-pounder. May see a stick grenade there onto that Vickers. Vickers is quite wounded. Does get fully wiped there. The Panzer Fusiliers do fall back. And we've got another heat grenade there onto that Panther. Comet making their advance, but one of them severely wounded. Does stay back.
A capture point is being overrun. Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Obsassen are unvetted, so does not have access to frangible smoke grenades in order to protect himself. And that was a very horrible, crude self-defense grenade.
Watch the mission.
The OKW player doesn't have a whole lot left. He does have enough fuel for even for a King Tiger, let alone his regular Tiger. Just needs a whole mess of manpower. Panther does get a good hit there. The bridge doesn't have a whole lot of VPs remaining. Central VP is being captured. It may be a good idea to go for the King Tiger. Something heavy to stay in the center of the map. Upgrade the Panzer Commander to bring in artillery to hit those 6-pounders. Regular Tiger tank wouldn't be half bad, but that cannot be upgraded to the Panzer Commander. For some odd reason. Good hit there onto that intersection.
Capture point. They're trying to take it.
And it's likely activating the healing mode very soon. Obsassen now reach Veteran C1. Now they can use frangible smoke. Panther does find a good angle there, hitting that Comet tank. Multiple hits there onto the Panther. We do have the Panzer Fusiliers making their advance against severe and does take out that lag. Panzer Fusiliers trying to capture these, decrew these 6-pounders, but are largely unsuccessful. He needs to keep his manpower up. Losing lag is a minor loss. It wasn't really that useful against those AT guns. Those AT guns have been quite mobile this entire game. Does send one round there. The other round should be on its way. Yep. Now the mechanized HQ is getting machine gunned down. You can clearly see how effective it is, right?
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Panzer Fusiliers are making their advance. We do got the good damage there onto the Panzer Fusiliers with the infantry section. He is going to push his way forward this heavy cover. There's a bit of light cover here and there. Make sure you utilize some of it. Comtank is a little bit wounded. We may see anti-tank grenade here from the Panzer Fusiliers. Does get some good damage there. Panther does pitch in a bounce.
Trying to take one of our points.
And White Phosphorus does come forward on top of the Panzer Fusilier. Obsasses do hop inside that trench. You have to be very careful decrewing that trench because they've become very, very grouped up. So perhaps only decrew after he gets out of it. That's potentially could. Nope, doesn't get wiped there. That White Phosphorus does provide a bit of a shot blocker effect. Panther does receive a hit there and sends a miss. Trying to decapture up the central VP as the southern VP is being captured up by the Brit. Another White Phosphorus round, wiping out the model that was inside the circle. Tiger tank has been deployed on out. Panther severely wounded, double pen there. Panther needs a blitz on out of there. It'll take a long time for that thing gets repaired. He needs sap. He needs Royal Storm Pioneers. That's the word I'm looking for to get that thing repaired up at any reasonable time frame. Great hits there onto that Panzer Fusilier, delaying any deployment of any sapper. And the mechanized HQ has received quite a bit of fire.
They're down to 100 points.
One bounce, one pen. Comet tank over here severely wounded, and the King Tiger or regular Tiger tank is quite wounded. Most of the Okadev player has cast in the GG, and likely is going to just back out of the game relatively soon. Does go down there. Yep, I think he may be just AFK at this point in time. He appears to be AFK, so I'm just going to have to fast forward for the rest of the game.
The enemy have 75 points left.
Did he force a sink air? Either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching and signing off. And that's the end of that replay. Very nice. Though that question, whenever I see sink air like that, I wonder if they force it somehow, which I do not like to see that. Yep, while this is loading, I'm going to fetch myself an energy drink. I'm a little bit exhausted, a long day at work. One moment. And I am back. So, loading screen, so I didn't miss much. So, the loading screen, I didn't miss much. I don't know why, it seems like I've been getting really long load screens for Company Heroes 2. And here we are. Go and delete this one. See, I just cast with a guy with him, so I might as well just switch to another person for the time being. Yeah, let's go for a team game. Then go for a 1v1, then go for my other team game, which actually was submitted by a viewer of mine. So yep, let's go for a 3v3. Pause it for the moment. And there we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the blue Wehrmacht player. We have Vatar spawning as teammate as the yellow Wehrmacht player. We have T to the bag. Okay, interesting name. And as the Cyan OKW player of Joe Hangul. Spawn on the north side as the red Soviets. We have Gankos. As the magenta Soviet, we have white. Spawn on the north side as the orange Soviet. We have Run Martinez 89. Likely was born in 1989. That's usually what 89 stands for, right? We got a double Schumpiner opener for Cyan. Got a Pino opener for Orange. All of them has gone for Special Rifle Command. So we do see one sniper there. And we got Pinos for Red as well. So we got Scout Car for Red and a little bit more manpower for a Pino squad. And he's going for another Pino squad. So no Maxims, no AT guns, no mortars. Just Pinos and a sniper. Second combat engineer has been deployed now to get more of a front line as soon as possible. Combat engineers do reasonable damage at long range. MG42 has been deployed on out, so pretty standard opener for blue. Second Pioneer into MG42 for yellow. That is actually unusual, but in a unique way. And for the last player, the OKW player, we do have, of course, the two Shun Pioneers into a Volksgrenadier. He has gone for the Breakthrough Doctrine, so Yag Tiger is very likely, especially on team maps, and especially on this map as well. Panzerfuß, the Pinos are fighting against the Sturm Pioneers. And these forces do fall back. Scout car has been deployed on out, trying to roam around, trying to eye for some easy targets. The engineers are not upgraded with Flamer, nor does he have enough munitions for at the moment. They should have enough munitions now. Yeah, he's getting research up for now. Sturm Pioneers have managed to push all the way to this VP. And this Flamer Scout Car will displace those Sturm Pioneers no problem. We got Pinos engaged on the long range. So the Sturm Pioneers will be displaced. Just give him enough time. He does need to do a full retreat. Does full retreat before the Flamer pops out. So he should be able to escape back home. No satchel charge on the retreat path. I said he was going to escape all the way back on home, but that may not be a possibility at this point in time. And if Sturm Pioneer does fully go down, does get a reinforced next another Volksgrenadier, unusual option, seeing it can also get out Panzerfusiliers, and already went for second Sturm Pioneer. Also got a sniper, eyeing for counter sniping, has 0 kills, but I think it's been spotted right there. It was not camouflaged at the time, and I think it has been spotted by Magenta. Magenta's team sniper in the back. Trying to push on forward as well, still retaining cover, maintain camouflage the entire time. And these Pioneers do get forced back. Mortar does get a great hit there on top of that penal squad. I do hear a Flamer. And that sniper's being rushed on down. That sniper will likely go down. Yep, that sniper goes down. I believe the scout car, the light scout car, along with like the 222 and other initial vehicles, do have extra effectiveness versus snipers. Overdrive is being activated. Basically, flooring it, sprinting forward, trying to go for Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust will come out. Will he get Panzerfaust bug? No, he will not. It will go down. The Pino squad will get severely wounded there. And does get push the squad forward as well, getting suppressed. The other one has recovered from suppression, but this one does get pinned. The other one's going to be advancing. They're both in the same arc, so is able to micro it, get some good damage in. This one's going to charge him forward, does abandon the building in time. Very nice. And does not get wiped there. Does lose a garrison to these Pino squads, but he does have a mortar in the region. 2 windows on this side, but a lot of Pinos going to be charging forward. Pinos are, of course, a good mid-range squad. He's going for a sprint, thinks he went for ambush training. He has gone for the storm doctrine. Pinos will overwhelm these pioneers, no problem. I think Yellow's gone for another sniper for some odd reason. Blue is going for a 2-2, very nice. And we got a pair of flamers now charging on forward. There is no MG42 in protecting this region, and this cutoff point has, well, been cut off. The Axis players have lost quite a bit of forces so far, or a lot of ground, I should say. Sherm Officer has been deployed now. He may force retreat on one of these squads. Sherm Officer does fall back. We do have this 2-2 now advancing.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And the 2-2 is going to advance across the river. Grenadier's going to eye to capture that VP. We do got the Flamer Engineers over here. This point still cut off, past with a mortar there. Pino squad's eyeing to push towards over here. That MG's not in arc. Needs to rotate his gun around. And does force back the Flamer Engineers. This mine has not been detonated nor perhaps potentially swept, but I don't see any pioneers in the field, so potentially may have been cancelled. Mortar is falling back. MG42 going to rotate around. Best keep in light cover. Oh, I guess that landmine was still there. We do got some assault guards have been deployed on out. Try and avoid that fire. The flare has been fired off here, but I'm not so sure where it's actually coming down at. There it is. There's the flare. 2 M42 AT guns have been deployed now. He has selected a doctrine. It is the urban defense tactics. M42s are, of course, effective versus Oka or Wehrmacht tier 3 items such as the Panzer IV, Ostwind, and Stug. They just have enough penetration to be effective and good rate of fire. And that sniper will manage to escape on out of there, but barely. But barely is still plenty. Oh, here the 2-2 and the Pioneers making their advance, making some damage there. And the mortars are now raining on in. We do got some guards here engaging. No, they do have DP upgrades. We've got two 2-2s coming on now, and that Pioneer squad wouldn't fall back. They have not captured that point. They still may potentially get wiped there, but increasingly unlikely, however. He's trying to rush on forward, trying to capture this cutoff point, though the fuel point is not actually in supply just yet. Guards could rush on forward, get the PTRS fired, does decrew the mortar, pass recruit the 6-man squad. SMP is with a 4-man squad. Right there, he just lost another member there, so he would have lost at the wrong time. He would have lost the entire squad. He will claim himself a free mortar, very nice. Can always use more mortars. And does force back those Grenadiers. Pounds of Grenadiers are pushing away forward. These forces are all quite wounded, but does get a button there on that 2-2. The 2-2 does fully go down there, and the guard squad is falling on back. Blue needs to put his MG42 on this region to prevent it from being overran. I like to just keep the MG42 inside this building. It's a good building, good defensive building, though he did give up a mortar which can be used against him. But put an MG42 there, lay some wire down, and it can be very hard to deal with it, to crack open that area. Sure, they could sneak around and decouple the VP, but that's fine. Just a field point that your teammates really care about. Great damage there on that Grenadier squad. Rifle grenade is firing. And it was a poor rifle grenade. Panzer Grenadiers have received quite a bit of fire there by the Penals. Panzer Grenadiers are not exactly great versus Penals. Penals just have a lot of range firepower, while Panzer Grenadiers are better at mid-range. Penals have a generally better time versus Panzer Grenadiers and vice versa. Thompson equipped assault guards are getting some good damage in. And he's getting some great damage here onto that squad. He maybe get the wipe there? No, he does not get the wipe there. Penal squad does fall back. There's a lot of forces pushing their way forward. The 2-2 will not be able to stay around with those PTRSs. The Grenadiers will need to focus on the PTRS squad in order for that 2-2 to have any prolonged engagements. Even then, the semi-automatic rifles still be relatively effective versus the 2-2. Pioneer squad will need to fall back. And now he's getting some PTRS fire. That tree trunk or log is getting some great damage there, interrupting the pathing. We do got some suppression there onto those forces thanks to this MG42 at long range. And he will back out of the button. One of those squads is fully pinned. The other squad will likely be pinned relatively soon. This Penal squad, however, will capture that field point. There is a Soviet landmine right there, which could be problematic, but now he will retreat away from it. I was going to say, if he loses both these models and that one retreats back, squad wipe instantly. Sniper in counter-sniping mode. And that sniper does receive some shots there. And he sees the hold fire state, so it'll be easy to realize he's trying to go for some counter-sniping. Grenadiers to receive a hit there, and these forces are trying to charge their way forward. We've got two PRS squads and was a Thompson squad. He does have the Sheer Panzer Quarters sitting on up, and that is a very, very vulnerable state. He's starting to target fire the Sheer Panzer Quarters. Getting some good hits there on the Sheer Panzer Quarters. Once it gets fully built, it will take only half damage, and that MG34 is what, and now the Flak Cap Track getting both of those squads fully pinned. He's immediately upgrading the gun. The Shum Pioneers need to start immediately repairing it up. Shum officer now receiving quite a bit of fire there. Assault Grenadiers making their advance. I think it said 2, but I think it's maybe talking to his teammates, not to everybody. He's probably pinged somewhere. I'm not exactly sure though. Maybe there's 2 saying there's 2 something deployed there. Assault guards try to push their way forward, but we'll find the flak half track. Both of those squads do fall back. T-3476 is in the region, and Incendiary Barrage there. And those Sturm Pioneers are getting quite wounded there. Nope, they're out of the range now, so it's just barely out the effect. Good damage there coming out by that Vickenwerfer. Over here, T-34 does have a snared engine. It can withstand 2 AT gun shots and not go down. Does get a pen there. I believe it can still withstand a shot there. I think its health is high enough for that, but it's out of arc anyways. Grenadiers getting, I think that the Penals should be able to get the hits because since they're in a general move, the LMG wasn't firing. Yep. Panzer Grenadiers backing away to light cover, but with a heavy cover behind with the Penals, even though they're severely wounded, especially this guy. the Panzer Grenadiers will probably lose out. Katyusha Barrage now raining on in. I think he was trying to eye for the retreat path of units. Grenadiers on the flank is getting some good hits there onto those M42s. We may see a Rifle Grenade. Rifle Grenade does come forward. Does not get the squad wipe there on that squad. 2-2, potentially could get the wipe, however, though he does not either as well. He is going for the cutoff point, very nice, though there's actually nothing on the flanks. Good hit there with the mortar. And now T-34-76 being deployed out by Magenta. T-34-76 deployed up by Red as well, the Katyusha. So we've got 2 Katyusha, 1 AA half-track. There is a reconnaissance overflight, so it's a good idea that they do have at least one to shoot that down, especially for fighting against elephants and Yag Tigers. That's a good idea to have at least one. And over here, we do have a T-34-76 and a Katyusha. So we got 3 T-34-76s and 3 Katyusha. Katyusha raining on in, but largely missing these forces. He almost looks like a creeping barrage. And no, that's about the radius of that at max range. Does force back those penals, and we've got the capture mortar getting a shot on in. We do have 2 Panzer Grenadiers deployed on out. We do got another reconnaissance overflight. Getting some great hits there onto that T-34-76. Katyusha's now raining on in. And that was reconnaissance overflight by the Red Soviet. I do love reconnaissance overflights. It's probably my favorite ability in the entire game. Just having vision. Oh, he does lose that entire Pioneer squad with that capture. Even though Pioneers are relatively cheap, it may not have been a good idea. He is deploying out Panzer IV. He's a bit far away in fuel to deploy out an Elephant, so he's probably... His fuel point has not really been captured by the Axis fighters this entire game. So overall, the game is going quite well for the Soviets. Olmstas is now receiving quite a bit of fire there. Over here, we do have this T-34-76 trying to get repaired up by a whole bunch of combat engineers. And we do got, it sounds like an ML-20 deployed out in the field as well.
IL-2 ready for reconnaissance.
Grenadiers are receiving a bit of fire there. And we got a Panzer IV now deployed on the field. Looks like Red has lost his T-34-76. Maybe it was canceled, because I think that was still on the build queue. We got a second ML-20 being built right here. And we also got a Ford HQ here that's almost completely destroyed. Penals are trying to gauge these Panzer IVs. He's going for a satchel charge, but eyeing for it to destroy that pack gun. He does get the satchel charge off, but he does lose that penal squad, and that engine may be damaged. Nope, doesn't get engine damage there on the Panzer IV. M42s getting some hits there onto that Panzer IV, getting some pens there, some bounces, some pens. The high rate of fire is high enough that the bounces are tolerable. And now here comes the Katyusha Barrage onto these support weapons. Yellow's redeploying out his Pioneer. They also got some shoe mines here, which could be very important. Constant overflight being deployed now. We do have a 2-2 here. And also a Flak H half track. So this is AA for the Axis players.
Gear deployed. Awaiting orders. Taking fire. Ready for duty.
Katyusha barrage now raining on in. And we do have these M42s now advancing. Good hit there onto the shock troop. And great hits there on the shock troop, forcing him back. We've got the M42s now. Probably we need to do a soft retreat away from that Panzer Grenadier. We do got some booby traps here. Very, very nice. They're not going to be expecting that because that's doctrinal ability you don't really see all too often. You don't even see that as the non-doctrinal ability for people who can't get it. Demo charge trap does go off, and that Katyusha barrage follow-up wipes out that Panzer Grenadier squad. Another demolition trap there, very nice. And that mortar, the captured mortar took out that rest of that squad as well. Double squad wipe thanks to those booby traps largely. We got a button vehicle there by the guard squad. Over on the right side, we do got these forces here, T-34 and T-34. And we do have the Obersausens now falling on back. Almost land on top of that M42. So I saw something built over here. Never mind. Two PQRS Pinos here. We do also have a Scion OKW Panzer IV deployed on out. The Volksgrenadier is now receiving a bit of fire there, and does fall back there now. This was like a sector artillery being deployed out by the Scion OKW player. Volksgrenadier do fall back, but do got hauled down by the yellow Panzer IV. Doesn't have the Panzer command tank here to buff up his defense even more. And the OKW Panzer IV does get sunk there. Oof. I think he sunk his own tank there. It could have been from the Panzer T-34. One infantry killed, it's hard to tell. But he does lose a Panzer IV to the ice. We may see a Petrarch shot there. Does get an anti-tank grenade off, but of course not enough for a snare. Try to go for a satchel charge there, was very unsuccessful. And Katyusha barrage is just raining on in, taking out some of these AT guns and mortar, all those support weapons. Second Katyusha is being deployed and out. We've got two ML-20s, neither of them vetted yet. They have gotten some kills. Aircraft has been shot down. S-35 has been deployed and out. Does receive a hit there by the PaK-40. And more barrages raining on in. We do have... Blue may need to get out left 18. Yep, he's going for left 18, trying to go for some counter barrages. And the other two do have a lot of good anti-armor options. So it's up to for a regular blue, not cyan blue, to engage those artillery pieces. Of course, you don't have counter barrage anymore.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Yellow's Panzer IV is severely wounded. So is Blue's. Both of them need repairs. Cyan, of course, lost his Panzer IV. Keep your field. And I was just say, save for the Jag Tiger. Let allow your infantry to hold this area and use the Jag Tiger to help push the central sector. Remember, the Jag Tiger does also have high explosive barrage abilities, which can be very useful. Left 18. Iranian right there. Needs an eye for these back ones here. Panzer IV has received quite a bit of fire there. He does have the support of the Pak 40, but it's also severely wounded. Blue's T-34 pushed on forward when he really should not have. And there goes that mortar. Magenta's KV-2 is very far forward. Needs to get off of that ice. Katyusha raining on in somewhere. It looks like over in this general area. Another Katyusha barrage raining on in over here. Gets a direct hit there on top of that Obersatzen, but that was actually from the KV-2. And the KV-2 is set up in a very good position there. Able to start sieging these points here. And whenever infantry tries to foolishly try to dare approach it from the ice. Shock troops are here, and there goes that Mechaniswerfer.
We have fallen to 200 points.
I mean, that's just pretty much this map. It's designed for arty spare. This map, people should know you should always have an artillery option in case if you get on a map that's designed for artillery spam. We may see that Panzer IV civilian wood does get the main gun destroyed here, and there it goes. Yellow's Panzer IV does get the kill there on the T-34 76. We still got a pair of PTRSs here, doing some good damage there onto that yellow Panzer IV. Looks like he's starting to pack on up, trying to avoid the artillery fire. More penal squads streaming on in. If that fear propaganda is forcing the Sturmofficer to retreat. And the T-34-85 is starting to creep on its way forward. And it looks like the... Oh, that was a bomb run. That must have what happened to the Left 18. Because you got a doctrine, they're fighting against the Soviet Combined Arms tactics. Got a reconnaissance overflight in IL-2. In order to stop the reconnaissance overflights, you have to station your anti-aircraft over here. And hope they kill it quickly enough. Incendiary barrage here. May get the wipe there on the Panther Grenadiers. Does get one of the models. Does drop a Panzerschreck. Panzer IV does receive a good hit there from the KV-2. And there goes a shock troop entirely. Sector artillery now raining on in, trying to hit these forces. Could potentially decrew these M42s. And great hits there all across that front line. He's trying to get the forward reinforcement point, which somehow is still alive. And here comes the smoke rounds. Panzer IV does not get a kill there on that Katyusha. SU-85 trying to advance. Perfect time for a Faust. Is he going to retreat back, or will he get time with a Faust off? He will retreat back before the Faust.
Infantry squad has been killed.
Over here, we do got the guard's rifle. Receiving some fire there. We do have a machine gun bunker, which it's very far back. We'll be able to secure that fuel, keep that fuel point secure, no problem. The VP game is heavily in favor towards the Soviet players. The Allies, the Axis players don't have a whole lot of fuel. Another constant overflight. And does get shot down there. Orange trying to make its advance. We may see some kills here. Okay, Assassins have received a bit of fire there. Throws out a bundle grenade. Minor splash. Sturm officer is trying to support that Sturm pioneer. Elephant tank destroyers now make its advance. Sees a bit of fire there. Hauling down. Oh, direct hit there by the ML20. And here comes a pair of PTRSs. He needs to get... Yeah, he does unpack. Throws out bundle grenade, trying to stop these PTRSs. Gotta make sure he avoids the... Not necessarily the PTRSs, but the satchel charges. And the Elephant actually does get a direct hit there onto those penals. Not sure what artillery that shot that was. Must be his own ML-20 still, or teammates' ML-20s. KV-2 is making its advance very bold. And looks like the Panzer IV severely wounded. This Panzer IV trying to make its advance. Does have some line of sight cover from the KV-2. Veteran C2 just came on in. And there's a full wipe there onto that Su-85. Guards, rifles, we're getting some good damage there on the Panzer Grenadier. Not big surprise because Panzerschrecks are not very effective versus infantry. And now the T-34-76 does make its way forward. Future Barrage running on some break. He has 3 ML-20s. Great hits across that line. And there goes that Panzer Grenadiers. The Axis players are not in a great position. They may just need to go all in with a bunch of Panzer IVs and charge forward to take out everything. Yellow's command tank from Yellow would really help out as well. Yellow needs to get out a command tank. Blue, I want to say more left 18s, but that's not really a possibility because the munitions, the combined Soviet combined arms could make a quick work of anything that comes in. Though he's a bit low on munitions, but they don't know that. And incendiary and fear propaganda can be useful. Panzer IV does hold down there, very nice. As we're seeing some PTRS fire. Panzer Warfare Barrage, and depending where that lands, okay, it does not sink it through the ice. Panzer IV trying to avoid the T-34. And does body block there with the Panzer IV. Had to, and does get an armor bounce thanks to the Veteran C2, but we've got Su-85 also supporting on in. Does try to blitz on forward, but does go down. May get one more shot off before crashing. No, he does not. Panzer Warfare does escape. And those are regular Grenadiers, not Panzer Grenadiers of Panzerschrecks. Machine gun emplacement receiving hits there from the Su-85. Another T-34 does go down there. Share Panzer Corsair is playing health. The Jagdpanzer does not. And he does throw out some smoke there. The gun does miss against the Jagdpanzer. The Jagdpanzer is still one shot away from death. And multiple hits there, and the Flak HQ does take it out. Armor bounce there on the frontal armor of the Jagdpanzer. Jagdpanzer cannot really escape out of there. It does get taken out by the rear armor. And the Sturm Pioneers fully get crushed by the T-34s. Mass T-34-76 is really effective. Mass Panzer IV is really effective. And Scion has another T-34. I do love a T-34 spam, that's for sure. Does get an anti-tank rifle grenade there. The Flak HQ may finish it off. It does finish it off. So it did lose, what, 2, 3 T-34s against that Jagdpanzer? The Jagdpanzer does pay for itself. He does not have a mechanized HQ, so no King Tiger. King Tiger probably be a bit more useful than Jagdtiger at this point in time. Honestly, though, more Jagdpanzers and Panzer IVs probably be the best option. Panthers wouldn't be half bad either, but maybe since he's fighting against a spam, he may need more of a spam himself.
We are suffering heavy losses. 50 points remain.
And those Sturm Pioneers will fall back. Starting to repair up the Panzer IV.
We have a fresh grenadier squad. We have lost a Granatwerfer squad.
Mortar Team course gets easily decrewed there. Elephant does find a good angle there with the hull down, getting the extra range. And he has not fell back with it just yet.
We are losing territory.
Soviet players have cast, one of the Soviet players have cast in GG, thinking the game's over.
Our brave infantry is dying.
And looks like he may have lost a squad. Yellow. And the Elephant is falling back, trying to avoid the S-35. Panzer IV Barrage does largely miss. Throws a good shot there into the Blue's Panther as well. And Panther is trying to blitz on out of there. Does get some hits there onto that Elephant Tank Destroyer. Does roll a bounce there. If he had a bit more range, I thought perhaps a ram would be good, but that's rear armor. That's going to be dead. Does get decrewed there. That does go down there, and does lose that penal squad. They did fire a couple Peter shots there, taking that Elephant out. That ram there, of course, does damage the engine of the Panzer IV. And does button the Panzer IV with the engine damage there. It's not going anywhere time soon. Does have access to Panzer Tactician, just not enough munitions for Panzer Tactician to break the button vehicle. Yellow does not really have a whole lot left. Blue does have some forces. And Scion has even less than Yellow. Yep, doesn't look good for the Axis players. Good hits there. And may see a AT Satchel there. Does get the AT Satchel off. Does lose the entire squad, but that's pretty expendable on the Soviet side. And AT Satchel does finish off that Panzer IV.
The enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
3 ML-20s, 2 of them Veteran C2. And here comes a barrage, almost wiping out that Pioneer. Pioneer does fully go down there, starting to decapture Central VP. And dead. Does decapture the Central VP. Yellow has down the one Grenadier and getting out a sniper from some reason, and the Axis players have surrendered, which is probably a good idea, not let the game go any longer than it needs to. Either way, this is Andrew saying thank you for watching. And on to the next replay. Yep, overall pretty big artillery fest. Blue could not deploy out any left 18s because of those bombing runs, so Soviet players had artillery advantage. The OKW player could have potentially got out a Sukusafus, but he had trouble maintaining his own flank. Blue had trouble maintaining his flank. Overall, just very well gameplay, very good gameplay there by the Soviets. On to the next replay. Yep, and delete. Let's go with this one. Though I started my frame rates to die a little bit. May need after this game. Probably should restart the game in order to help clear up the VRAM. Mill Road. I wonder if they have mills there. And let's get the HUD size increased. And let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the OKW player, we have a foreign name. Spawn on the south side as the Red Brits, we have Carly. Carola? Carola. I have no idea how to actually pronounce it. It looks simple, but really think about it. Carly? Ely? Carly? I have no idea. Probably a simple name I can't even pronounce, like usual. We of course got a double infantry section opener. Could see Scare going for a third infantry section. Volksgrenadiers. He's gone for immediate doctrinal lock-in of elite armor, likely eyeing from early 221. What was that, 15 fuel? Yep, 15 fuel. Requires, of course, you deploy out half track first, which is what, another 15 fuel, so that's at least a 30. Yep, there's the half track. A little bit too much here for me to see everything. There's a maximum build down here, or you don't see anything else. And the intersection will capture the VP. It has deployed out some sandbags there. I don't know why this map just feels sideways. Most of the time you see like angled this way, most maps. Like this. But it's angled this way. So it just feels sideways. I don't know why. It just, this map feels sideways. Sherman Pioneers making their advance, trying to capture that standard strategic point. This fuel munitions point being captured by the infantry section. Up north, this munitions point is being captured by the Volksgrenadier. As the infantry sections are moving forward, does have some heavy cover there. The infantry section should be able to win out this no problem. We've got a half-track, probably misrallied. It shouldn't be driving that far forward, unless he's trying to use the crushed sandbags. Or crushed terrain? Okay, based on this angle, he is actually microing it. Crush the cow? Nope. Displace those guys behind heavy cover? Ah, there's the mill. It's a little bit non-functional, though. Come on now, spin for me. Clearly it's just sleeping. We've got the intersection here being forced back by the Sturm Pioneers. This cutoff point is, of course, well, cut off, denying all that income up north. And he's making very aggressive usage of this supply half-track. Does not crush those sandbags there. Can that crush even sandbags? I can't remember anymore. You don't really see people using this as aggressively. He may actually get it wiped here. Is severely wounded. He needs to fall back and perhaps deploy it now. Though the 221 is pushed his way forward, getting some good damage there. SWS half-track is severely wounded, but does manage to save it. I suppose it drew enough fire and did pretty good with it. And I think as well, when you deploy it, it does get its health restored back to 100% to when it starts in the building mode. So, overall, now's a good time to just deploy it. 221 is going to be very effective versus that half-track, that's for sure.
A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Ready to roll.
Intersection is trying to fall him back, may potentially even get wiped. And Panzerk does come out and immediately gets the kill there onto that Universal Carrier. I didn't realize that Panzerk was about to pop out, but getting an early kill on that Universal Carrier can be very, very handy indeed. Overall, great gameplay by the OKW player. Sappers are going to stick behind that heavy cover there.
We're losing a capture point.
And does follow back with all of those squads. At this point, this fuel point will be claimed by the OKW players, so soon there's going to be a short bout of time where there's 2 fuel points. The 223 could be upgraded to, or 221 could be upgraded to 223 to improve the fuel income of this point. Maybe a good idea once it gets deployed on out. Though still can be very useful, it does have to avoid the heat grenades. The Royal Engineers actually have been fully reinforced. Why was he not fully reinforced? He has plenty of manpower. Throws a heat grenade, gets a great hit there. The 221 should just avoid future combat for the time being. He's going to try to pursue it. We do got to have some Volksgrenadiers to help protect it. Perhaps push forward to this light cover, just to simply to stall out its opponent, so prevent him from taking it out entirely. 55 caliber sniper being deployed on out. We do also have a landmine here, which could potentially get wiped. Does stop, cancels, and retreats in time. Now being upgraded to 223 at this point in time, maybe good just to stick it back in this corner, get some more fuel, or stick it up here to get more munitions. Going for this cutoff point once more, doing a great job with that OKW player with that. We got Battle Group HQ. He's now deploying out some medics. He does have a couple medical crates here. He could actually keep those use those medical crates still in case he retreats back for a full manned squad, but just need to get some quick healing and get some good healing over time. And the 223 is making his advance. May find another heat grenade there. 55 caliber sniper. 55 caliber sniper does get spotted there. And actually, keeping this 223 on the front line to hunt down the 55 caliber sniper could be a good idea, since I believe it does get bonus accuracy versus the sniper. At least the 222 does. Not sure about the 223 and 221. Does avoid to fire another shot there from the 55 caliber sniper. Does have his rear armor exposed as well. Royal Engineers do get spotted. Does interrupt the landmine there. Minesweeper has been deployed out as well. Incendiary grenade thrown. And does get some good damage there onto that intersection there. Full retreat coming on out. Sniper does receive some good fire there, but not enough to get killed. 223 is at Veterancy 2. I can see, what are the actual higher level Veterancy? Able to blow out real anti-tank mines. Oof. Yeah, that could be quite... If you get that to the Vet 4, Regal anti-tank mines are some of the most... They are one of the most deadliest landmines in the game. Granted, you can get that non-doctrinally with USF or doctrinally as Wehrmacht, but still, those things are nasty. Tread busters.
Attack is in action.
Fully immobilizing a target. When using the lockdown ability, receives less damage. Yeah, that's not that great. It's either dead or not dead, basically. Minesweeper maybe... Yeah, Minesweeper's still out. He's trying to hunt down that sniper. He does find an angle there, gains good damage there. Veteran C3. And does get the sniper, throws out some smoke. And what, Veteran C3 increases survivability. So I think that's more health, more mobility will help him try to skip the AEC. The AEC is losing targeting. And he does, of course, have continuous spotting. Tried to ghost that. Was not successful. And he will escape on out of there. With that sniper down and the AC out in the field, lock it down somewhere. Don't deploy it out any further.
Battle damage estimates show the enemy at 300 points.
Receiving your line
AC
clear.
firing away against that Volksgrenadier, not being very effective. It does actually lock it down there. I would have locked down the fuel sector myself. I suppose getting, unless he needs just both income, that's perfectly fine as well. If he wants more a bit of both, it does add in quite a bit. I believe it's the same rate as the supply trucks, and so that's basically equivalent both to a fuel and munitions cache. So it does actually add quite a bit of income. Will not be getting a Panzerfaust off right there. Getting some good hits there onto those field structures. Incendiary grenade was thrown, and that Volksgrenadier will need to fall back. .55 caliber, fresh 55 caliber sniper has been deployed on out, but it's too dangerous for that 223 to hunt it down. The OKW player does have a sheer panzer quarters, does not have the upgun upgrade. The Cannon Warfare has been spotted, may get a Faust off here, and he does not get a Faust off. The Cannon Warfare does get a good hit. But the 55 caliber sniper gains some great hits there onto that Mechanowerfer, and will need to retreat relatively soon because of that. Focus on the sappers. Not actually firing there, but now it's actually firing. I was a bit confused right there. Panzerfaust does connect. Won't be able to get the kill there, but at least stall him off quite a bit. Was there a landmine there? He's very lucky that he didn't get wiped by that landmine. If he would have stayed a little bit longer near that sniper, he potentially could have been wiped. MG34 will be flanked. Very nice. And the armor car, or the scout car, is almost Veteran C4. Once you get Veteran C4, he gets Regal anti-tank mines, which, like I said before, are incredibly deadly. And there's Veteran C4. Regal anti-tank mines are now available. Volksgrenadier do fall back.
We have 200 points now.
The Volksgrenadier is trying to avoid that AEC. And he's at 135 fuel for 140s when you get enough for a Panzer IV. I would say go for a Panzer IV plus Panzer IV plus heat with heat rounds are not half bad. He does have enough to blow out Panzer IV. I'll say go for it. Panzer IV will be a great power swing. His opponent does not have a 6-pounder out, and the AEC will not be able to stand up against the Panzer IV, especially with heat rounds, if he really wants that AEC dead. Well, the AEC has, what, 140 health? Heat rounds increase damage by... Yep, now heat rounds will allow the Panzer IV to double tap a AEC. And he is getting Panzer IV out. Very nice. He's also able to pull out Panzer Commander. But honestly, Pinto Mount's not half bad either. More anti-infantry damage or more support options. Your pick of the litter. MG34 could rotate its gun around. Of course, the initial deployment here, it has a fast turret rotation. Doesn't worry about packing on up.
Panzer IV deployed. Awaiting orders.
Immediately going for the Panzer Commander. Very nice.
Enemy infantry!
Volkswagen having an upgrade of the STGs. And the Panzer Squad is sort of backing away. There is a Vickers inside this garrison, which could easily go down to the Panzer IV. Immediately spot the Panzer IV retreats back with both of those infantry section here. So this Panzer IV has a big sweep in power.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And oof, that small house does not have a whole lot of health. He almost destroyed the house with that miss. Might as well. Very nice. I just love it's just something like that is like perfect.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
He wanted that house gone, he made it gone. Or at least into smaller pieces. Very splintery pieces.
Units can now use Piat launchers to take on armor, and Bren guns for extra. A capture point is being
So
overrun.
Bren's and Piats are now available. He's probably using that for Bren's. Though Piats on top of the Sapper squad wouldn't be half bad either. Since he knows because Panzer IV, he does have a 6-pounder, but a little bit extra power to hit that Panzer IV wouldn't be half bad.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Good hit there onto the AEC. Good hits there from the 6-pounder as well. And we do got another 55 caliber sniper shot into the Panzer IV. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Can't really do much against heavy cover 5-man infantry sections. Panzer IV pushes way forward. He does have enough for a artillery barrage. It's 80 missions, and he has 170, so that's plenty, along with some heat rounds. And his current position right now, it may not be too far-fetched for him to pull out Sturm Tiger. He has a good fuel advantage overall. His opponent doesn't even have a company command post. So he's about 100 fuel away from a Cromwell. Yeah, he could get out a Sturm Tiger and have free reign with it. I would say go for a Sturm Tiger. He's in a great position for it. Because he's far away from a Cromwell, even farther away from a Firefly. A Comet Tank's basically out of the question. 17-pounder is a possibility? I don't know why. 70-pounder doesn't seem half bad to me. Either way, he still needs a tech up for that.
6-pounder anti-tank gun finished.
Second 6-pounder, so Sturm Tiger could be very useful against those 6-pounders. Does drop a model there, very nice. AEC's making his advance, does get some A shot there on off the Volksgrenadiers, and good hit there. Not a whole lot of infantry kills. And the 223 is pushing his way forward? Is he just trying to distract the fire for the Panzer IV? I have no idea why that's pushing on ways forward. There may be some Regal anti-tank mines somewhere. Incendiary grenade does come out. I can't tell if he's deployed out on Regal anti-tank mines. Those can be very hard to spot. They're not really visible, especially mines are sort of harder to see, but that's even harder to see since they're tiny little strips and they have relatively green. Guess we'll find out if he runs over any of them. Mechanical Warfare setting on up and a good angle. Does advance forward, which is a really good angle to advance away from. Patrick does connect. Mechanical Warfare just needs one shot off, and he's in arc, but out of vision range. And there goes that AEC, or there's a line of sight blocker there, I should say. Panzer IV does get a good hit there on those intersections. 6-pounders could rotate on over, try and deal with that Panzer IV, but does not have munitions for the coordinated barrage. Okay, he definitely spent his munitions. Where are those Regal anti-tank mines?
Continue the push. They are now at 100 points.
Wreckage. There has... Oh, that's a British landmine there. Really hard to see. Even the British landmines can be pretty hard to see. But there has to be a Regal anti-tank mine. He has not a whole lot of munitions. He's spending his munitions.
Ready to execute.
Okay, he's redeploying that. I'm not sure... Oh! He detonated something? Was there a Regal anti-tank mine there? That may have been a Regal anti-tank mine. I have a feeling there's more than one out of the field. I just simply cannot see them. Ooh, that's a wipe. He is letting these guys get grind apart by the automatic weapons. Obstassen's getting ripped apart as well. He's forced to fall back. Those Obstassens are just not vetted. And he's just charging forward in the Brenns. It's a good time for Brenns. Mechanical Warfare has been deployed out, but has no valid targets at the moment. A Cromwell is on the way. And there's quite a bit of fuel float here. He does have enough command points for Sturm Tiger. He does not have the third mechanized HQ for King Tiger. I'm honestly hoping he's going for Sturm Tiger. Heat grenade thrown will snare the Panzer IV. And we'll get some good AoE heal there. Very, very nice combined focus there. Could have used to also go towards his Vickers. He is a bit wounded as well. And also healing, looks like he's pulling out a Slit Trench for that Vickers as well as healing him up. Very nice. So Cromwell has been deployed. Cromwell making his advance. And throwing out some more Slit Trenches. Very nice. And those Royal Engineers do fall back. Not on the fuel point. Honestly, he has a lot of fuel at the moment. Maybe it's a good idea to just transition to the munitions point. Sturm Tiger is now available. Is it going for it? Sturm Tank. Did it actually say Stug Tank, not Sturm Tank? Yep, he did hold off on reinforcing this squad just so he gets that Sturm Tiger. Sturm Tiger can, of course, make short work of these fortifications. Where are those 6-pounders as well? Here they are. Vulnerable grenade thrown. Nope, that was an incendiary grenade thrown. And we will focus down that trench. We'll not get the wipe there on that Vickers. Almost got it. Does get the wipe there, but not inside the garrison, so it can't be reclaimed. Obersassens are forced to fall back. The other Volksgrenadier that was still back home has not been reinforced. This seems like a great time for the Sturmtiger right there. Piet squad is not exactly one to see, but he does not stick that squad around. We'll find the 6-pounders. Hopefully, stun shot there from the sniper. Assault guns get stunned by the 55 caliber sniper. Now he may actually lose a sniper right there, and the sniper goes down to the Sturmtiger, as well as the AT gun. Heat rounds may be utilized. He is utilizing heat rounds. Could use combat blitz help close the distance and maintain accuracy while he's moving. And he is using officer artillery there, or the panzer artillery. And oof, doesn't get the kill there and actually gets killed himself. Bit of a bad play there. That 6-pounder just stayed in the region. And he had to target down the dead one rather than the live one.
50 points left.
Even though the rounds would not come down quick enough. The Brits down the last 50 tickets. Not a whole lot of tickets remaining. And I'm not sure why he's attacking there. Maybe you think there's a landmine there? There's no Regal anti-tank mine there. Nor a shoe mine. I swear, there has to be a Regal anti-tank mine somewhere. Because he dropped a lot of munitions at one point in time, and the 223 was moving around, so there has to be a Regal anti-tank mine somewhere. And he's not laying down a landmine there, even though there's all the Stafford models. That's actually the machine gun squad. I don't know why, but it looked like he was laying down a landmine at first. Smoke rounds trying to support the repairs. Very nice. And also trying to hit that sandbag. Sturmtiger fully reloaded, but not fully repaired. Needs a lot more manpower. Obersassens is not reinforced. Might as well reinforce the Volksgrenadiers. Firing a shot, does not get the shot off. Multiple points there on the Sturmtiger. The Sturmtiger will need to fall back. Sturm Pioneers will need to repair that thing up. He has prioritized fire coming on in. Panzer IV has been redeployed. Another good hit there. Does get another pen in, not getting bounces. And does take the Sturmtiger. Ooh. Throwing using the hunt ability. Panzer IV, Beckenwerfer making some hits there. Does get a heat round there. Beckenwerfer line-up shot. And does not get a shot there, but does get a shot there on the other Panzer IV. But there goes the Panzer IV, the fresh Panzer IV. Does not get another shot off there. Both Cromwells are still alive. He's managed to barely keep these Cromwells alive, which has been oh so important. Oof.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Cromwells is just saying, oh, just barely alive, which is all he needs. And there was no Regal anti-tank mine across that entire flank. If you had that one, that would really change the outcome. He does deploy out some recovery engineers. He has locked in the mobile assault regiment. He has 2 Cromwells. He could go for a land mattress. He has a good amount of ground forces, both in armor and infantry. And with 2 AT guns to boot, I think a land mattress would not be half bad. Not really good targets for them, but it'd be a good way to help keep this point secure. Perhaps maybe barrage that MG34 that's back at home. Biddingville too much sandbags? He hasn't really sieged that area, thanks to the MG34 being inside that garrison. He tried to go for a Regal anti-tank mine, but does get spotted there. And now Cromwell's advancing. Trying to go for a shoe mine. That may not be in vision. Does cancel the landmine there, or stops it. So he actually does not know about that landmine being partially built. Does actually cancel landmine there. We may see a Panzerfaust here. This one's not fully repaired. Volcanic Warfare does connect. That Cromwell is severely wounded. Panzer's trying to charge him forward. May get a rear armor shot there, but that won't be enough to get the kill. Panzer over in this window. I think that's the Minesweeper on this window. No, there's actually nobody in that window. Now there's a guy in that window. Volcanic Warfare's camouflage right there. Does roll a miss there and decides to fall back. They have a weird position for Volcanic Warfare. Could have got a shot off, but was going to get encircled no problem. A is now trying to collect some fuel there, trying to pack on up. Could force fire the ground. And does roll a miss there with the force fire. Manages to back out of there at the last moment. Is at Veteran C5. Volcanic Warfare does roll a miss.
Land mattress crew trained and ready to go.
Land mattress is going to be very handy. Helps to round out his composition. Some bit of indirect fire to engage these support weapons. Volcanic Warfare is now falling back. These Cromwells are doing some great work. Let's see. And now this HQ is under siege. He needs to get out a Jagdpanzer or a Panzer IV, but he does not have enough manpower is the biggest issue. Sure, he's a little bit less lacking fuel, but he needed manpower, and there goes the sheer Panzer quarters. At this point, is it worth going for a King Tiger or to rebuild the sheer Panzer quarters? Maybe mechanize into Pumas? Ugh, it's hard to say. He does have two Volcanic Warfares out. Does lose one of the squads. Looks like he lost an infantry section somewhere. Was that this squad right there? Does spot these repairing engineers, or almost repairing engineers, and forcing them back. Cromwell's are a little bit wounded, but nothing too severe. Does have to be careful with the Volcanic Warfares. And does spot the Volcanic Warfares. Does get great hits on that one. That one needs to fall back. Maybe use some smoke rounds. That's continued vision. It does lose it because he just didn't back away in time.
The enemy have knocked out a Cromwell tank. Enemy threatening a capture point.
Good hits there on that Cromwell. That Cromwell is almost down. He's going to stick around for the shot and takes out the Cromwell in a really horrible play by the Brit. Sure, he gets the Volcanic Warfare decrewed, but now he lost all his Cromwells.
Just knocked out a vehicle.
Ugh, both sides are just losing their armor like crazy.
They're working round the side. They're attacking from the side.
AT gun does go
Gun is not
down.
crewed. Not anymore. A capture point is being overrun.
6-pounder ordnance has been re-secured, and that Obersatzen is getting ripped apart. Does throw a Frenchable smoke grenade. He needs to retreat back. He can't even risk. He is going to risk decapturing that, but it's probably not worth it. He has plenty of tickets for the time being. He can trade tickets for time and resources. Both of the Volcanic Warfares have been resecured. He's going to try. Oh, good suppression across this line. Throws out Incendiary Grenade. Very nice. And those Volksgrenadiers could capture up the central VP and the southern VP. This decides to fall back, which is probably a safe option. Up north, we do got the Vickers, however. He does have access to Frenchable smokes with this squad as well. Does spot that Vickers there, and going to hop inside the garrison, which is not half a bad idea. Help him recover suppression, help engage that Vickers. This Slit Trencher is going on down. 6-pounders are sending some shots there as well. And the Obersatzen should be able to clean up that Vickers, but there goes the trench and he's out of arc. He could potentially throw a bundle grenade on the retreat path, but probably not. Oh! He may have been going for that. I wasn't really paying attention to the abilities, but it looked like he was slowing down. Maybe he was trying to gun him down. Let's see. The Brit does have hammer. He's probably going for a comet. The OKW player has gone for Mechanized HQ, so he's likely saving it for a King Tiger. Since he took all those chromos, he can take time to save it for a King Tiger. He will be fighting against a Comet tank, likely. But he does have 2 Volcano Warfers, -1 MG though. I think he's trying to destroy his own MG34 there. And does get the kill there on the MG34, very nice. Volcano Warfare will escape on out of there. And he's starting to pull out some wire there. And a bit of healing there as well. Volksgrenadiers. The other one's just not reinforced all the way. It is at full health per model. Was that a frag grenade or... Nope, that is the pyrotechnics. Oh crap. Stay out of that building. That building's going to be leveled by that artillery barrage. First round took it out. I thought it was going to be the second round, but the first round got a direct hit, taking it out. Intersections behind, or not behind any sort of cover. Sherman Pioneers do not have their Minesweeper put away, so that's one less gun. Sandbags do go down. Throws down a Cine Grenade, trying to get some good damage there. Does force a full retreat there, very nice. Up north, we've got the Obersassen now advancing forward, trying to decrew that land mattress. Comet tank on the queue. And land mattress fully gets decrewed, fully wiped actually. And he could potentially claim that land mattress. If he actually captures the land mattress, the Comet tank could potentially take out the gun itself. I would have had, if it was me, I would have took the opportunity to try to capture the land mattress, but does get taken out by 2 Volcano Warfers. He smokes out the land mattress.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
And we got another frangible smoke deployed out. Very nice. And throws out a bundle grenade. Ooh. Good bundle grenade. Royal Engineers getting some good damage in. Comet tank's now advancing. Will run to a Volcano Warfare, but does fall back with both of those squads. Gets decrewed. Does get a Panther shot on the rear armor. Looks like he needs another minute worth of fuel and manpower. Probably a bit more manpower to reinforce all his forces, so a King Tiger could be available in about 2 minutes. And looks like Volcano Warfare does fully go down. He has to rely on 1 Volcano Warfare and 1 Panther for the time being. Does spot the 222 or 223. Does throw out some smoke there. Rolls a miss the force fire to the ground. In fact, all the little extra bits soak the shot. And since it's Vet 5 and hauled down, receives all damage while locked down. So he's able to survive that Comet tank shot when it was like below half health, wasn't it? Man, that makes it quite durable. Ooh. That was a shoe mine. Wait. That seemed a little bit more higher damage there. Was that? And there was infantry over that. How did that get detonated there? Was that a British landmine somehow getting blown up there? I think that may have been a British landmine. Comet tank will back away. We do got the Vickers decrewed. And the Comet tank is now severely wounded.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
The Comet tank will back away. He's going to try force fire on the ground. Global off-map repairs are coming on in, or off-map smoke. Does spot this landmine, but may not actually be spotted for say. Does get a direct hit there. Veteran C1, but will need to be back away. Centaur has been falling out, which is a good anti-infantry option, but he is going to be fighting against King Tiger. King Tiger's not being upgraded just yet. Does throw a Fragile Smoke there, very nice, and the Fragile Smoke does disable vehicle weapons for a short time while they're still in the smoke. King Tiger will be spotted very shortly. With heat rounds activated, he can two-shot these vehicles. He will be out of range though. Nope. He was. Since he rolled a miss, he actually managed to survive that. One more heat round should be available. Another direct hit there. Panzerfaust trying to charge on forward. 6-pounder does get a pen in there. Does lose the Volksgrenadier. And Panzer Commander is on its way. We've got a captured Vickers there. And we'll be avoiding the base artillery. Losing the Volksgrenadier is a loss, but not a significant loss. He still has 2 Obsassin. The other Volksgrenadier should Bachelor's Eye capture from northern points along the... Oh. Is he also calling some off smoke for the Pyrotechnic Squad? Yes, he did. But I would say that Volksgrenadier should just go around capture the northern or southern points and allow the Obsassin to be the lethal attack squad. What gun is dropped there? Is that a Bren gun? Appears to be a Bren gun. Does avoid the Gammon Bomb. And there's a drop Bren gun there, which the Obsassins would like to pick that up. A squad went down there, maybe the support weapon is trying to blitz on emergency war speed its way forward. PS now ring on in. Significant amount of damage there onto the King Tiger. Panzerfaust does connect there, does get a Panzertruck hit there, and a Kennewerfer hit. King Tiger doesn't have to worry about the Piets. Panzer can now push forward, get some shots there on the Piet squads. The Kennewerfer does get decrewed there. Panzertruck still engaging. Throws out a bundle grenade there, trying to hit those Piets. Gets a bounce there. Vet 5 Sturm Pioneer. Sturm Pioneer squad will need to fall back. But the Sturm Pioneer fully goes down. King Tiger's trying to finish off that Comet tank. One pen should take him out. But rolls a bounce there. There are no Piets in the area, so no heat grenades. Which are available on those Piet equipped sappers, not because they're equipped with Piets. Does capture that point, does not pick up the Bren gun. Volksgrenadier is trying to push the way forward. Could potentially force back those anti-tank guns. And infiltration commandos have been deployed down south, trying to capture that VP. The Brit doesn't have a whole lot of VPs remaining. Panzerfaust will come forward, and there goes that Centaur.
One of our Centaur anti-aircraft tanks has been lost.
Comet tank will avoid the spotting. And soon to be a triple capture against the OKW player. The OKW player doesn't have a lot of tickets left. Both players should just be eyeing the focus on tickets from now on. The Brits definitely focusing on it. But the OKW needs to start focusing on it a little bit more. He still has both his Obsassin. He lost his Sturm Pioneers, lost his Kennewerfers, lost his MGs. But he still has a lot of good capping infantry. And that Vet 5 Volksgrenadier is going to heal himself up. Very nice. Infiltration Commandos. And the problem is 3 members. They're not going to be really effective. But he does pick up that Bren gun that was dropped right there. Repair engineers are deployed here next to the carcass of that Sheer Panzer quarters. Another point does get decaptured, so right now it's a neutral capture on both sides. Obsassin will make their way forward, and depending how their placement is, there could be a very, very good Gammon Bomb.
A capture point is being overrun.
He does throw a Gammon Bomb there, does get 2 of the models, but the Vet 2 Obsassin. Ooh!
Squad knocked out.
King Tiger says you're dead, so you're dead. Does pick up the Bren gun there. After he captures up, he will need to fall back. Could potentially throw down Booby Trap, but probably... Okay, we are going to see Booby Traps. Very nice. You don't really see that all too often. I mentioned that like it's a possibility, but not likely to happen. But did happen in the center of the map. Does have a Minesweeper here, however. So you will disarm that Booby Trap. Gamma Bomb completely whiffed. And the Obusan squad will be falling back. We got both these AT guns here. Does have the Panzer Commander. Is using heat rounds. Needs a little bit more munitions. Nope, he doesn't have enough munitions for the coordinated barrage. Does get some bounces there. Panzerfaust does connect on the combat tank, but does have to be worried, careful of that 6-pounders. Intersection here will force back those Volksgrenadiers. King Tiger has plenty of health, doesn't need to really stick by that mechanized HQ.
Report the enemy have 75 points.
And he's far away from enough munitions for the coordinated barrage to engage those 6-pounders. Double Pen does come forward. MG34 does get forced back. Nope, I heard an explosion there. Oh, there was a booby trap on that point. And 223 can easily repart that rest of that squad. Wipes out an AT gun there, and that's a very hard one to reclaim. And this one's going to get overran by as well by Obusatsons. Now the King Tiger can advance forward with impunity, minus the combat tank. And the second combat tank that's going to be out.
Section wiped out. Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And that 223 will be useful. Yeah. Oh, lose the Volksgrenadier to that combat tank after capturing up that AT gun.
Enemy cluster infantry attacking.
White phosphorus onto the AT gun.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And we've got the combat tank activate the emergency war speed, trying to avoid this fire. King Tiger does have support of 2 AT guns and runs straight into the AT gun, preventing that movement, allowing the King Tiger to roll his gun around. He needs to turn off perhaps the spearhead off because it limits his rotation. Needs to turn off spearhead. Does turn off spearhead there.
Enemy got one of our squads.
And this White Phosphorus is severely wounded that 6-pounder. Good hits there onto that King Tiger. Does get the kill there with a 6-pounder. And hasn't decrewed that 6-pounder just yet. Just one sneeze away from death. He's at 0 health. And there goes that 6-pounder. Obusatsons are going to protect the flanks. He does throw a Gamma Bomb there. He's busy microing. He's going to lose this Obusatsan squad. Does lose that Obusatsan squad. The Brit's down to 8 tickets left. The Brit is trying to rush forward to this VP. He needs to, of course, get to it. A lot of drop weapons there, including MG34. Main gun destroyed there on the King Tiger. The King Tiger is, well, basically dead. Obusatson's trying to stop this point here, but he's so wounded, I don't think he's able to. Those are all a frag grenade there, defensive frag grenade. And he's retargeted towards the Obusatson, which is a good idea. Does get the crush there. 1 ticket remaining. MG34 heading to the northern point. He won't be able to decapture in time before this one gets fully captured, so can't get like a free win like that. This point is being captured on up, so this point is being captured on up. The Obusatsan player just needs a little bit more time, but
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
the Okinawa player's not going to get it. The Brit, what he needs to do is reinforce his intersections and get them onto 2 VPs and sit them there. Nothing else matters than
We only have 50
VPs.
points left.
Defensive frag grenades were thrown. Almost wiping out that MG34. The gun should finish it off. Hello. Yep, it's a very, very tight ending. And what's up with all these sink air ends? Is everybody just trying to force sync errors? Nah. Either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching and signing off. And that's the end of that replay. Very, very close ending, but the Brit managed to hold out with one ticket remaining. Oof. Yep. And I think I need to restart my game client to restart. Oops. To what's it called? To reset the VRAM because this game's memory leak can be a bit problematic. So let me just get a brief moment to restart my game. Kill off Task Manager and reopen it. Because I think I casted, what, 3 replays? Want to make sure I'm heading to a multiplayer, not multiplayer, team game next, and a bit of extra performance will help out. Because this game, I think what I need to do, I need to upgrade my processor to utilize more RAM right now. Because my RAM's not being fully utilized. So I think it's my processor I need to upgrade to help improve running Computer Heroes 2. Or my processor to utilize a RAM. However to best describe that other than that. So yep, and that was this one here. And on to this one. And this one was a user submitted replay. And that's not me. If you ever see Aegeon in Steam, I haven't gone by that in Steam in a long time. Oh yep, I also need to pull up something on my other screen since I alt-tabbed. Get my Twitch and YouTube up and going, and there we go. Yep, and that is not me, and that's probably not Imperial Dane. So yep, and that's probably not a spectator. The rule of 3. Gotta make 3 things in a row. So yep, and this replay is about ready to get started. A 4v4, so it's going to be chaos. I try to avoid 4v4s, but since it's a user submitted replay, I'm going to cover it. Poorly. But I will. Not sure who actually sent it in, if it was actually in this game itself, but let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Computer Heroes 2 replay. It's on the south side as the... Okay, this is blue, even though it's green there. The green OKW player, we have Leon Fave of the Pigeon Gang. The teammate as the green OKW player with Big Bobo 311, which use 3-1 to get locates in case you need to find some underground wires and gas lines before you start digging. And as the yellow Wehrmacht player, who is not me, we have Aegeon. And as the blue... Wait, is that blue? That was green. Oh, great. Damn colors. The gold colors just changed. So, yeah, screw it. On to the opponents. Or their opposition. Not necessarily opponents. Spawning as the purple USF, we have Bros Tito. As the orange Soviet, we have Spectator. As the magenta US, we have Wal Z. And as the reds UKF, we have Isoff Stalin. Kupovagen charging forward, engaged by the combat engineers. Conscripts are making their advance. We do also have Shroom Pioneers over here. So green looks like getting double team. Green switches eye backing on off. Blue Scion has pushes over this over here. And there goes Kupovagen very, very early on. Riflemen are advancing, will overwhelm these Shroom Pioneers, no problem, but they will sustain a bit of punishment by the Shroom Pioneers. But more Riflemen and Conscripts are now charging forward. Scion's advancing forward with support of a bit of yellow. Scion should be able to win out the central engagement because Shroom Pioneers at that range are very effective. And Pioneers do cover the church for a bit of damage there. Getting guys right here would, while there's only one window this side, there's a lot of windows on this side. Over here, yellow is trying to eyes that fuel point, and we got blue Sturm Pioneers kept at the VP. Over here, Scion's making some advance towards the center, eyeing for this point. It's not a cutoff point, but for the fuel point it is. But the conscripts are getting some good hits there, multiple good long-range hits there on the Sturm Pioneers from multiple angles. So that Sturm Pioneer will need to have the capture point. They need to fall back. They're about to get wiped out. They still potentially could get wiped out there. And he does salvage that wreckage. Very nice. Bit of extra fuel there. Clearly all planned. Let his teammate loses Kuvaga to get a bit of extra fuel. And this rifleman, severely wounded, will capture that point. Incendiary grenade does come out. Riflemen do avoid it. Conscripts and riflemen are pushing the way forward. Another incendiary grenade thrown. So he's spending all of his munitions on those incendiary grenades. And that one squad will fall back in time. This one does fall back as well, getting overwhelmed. Green is taking time to reorganize his forces. We got Sturm Pioneers and Volksgrenadiers here, while these Volksgrenadiers are trying to capture points. Best not to be aggressive since he's going to be fighting against two people. Very forward HQ. He's likely to eye for an early retreat point. He may need to get some Lags and Volcanowurfers and MG34s to keep this area secure. Yellow has a mortar out to support MG42. MG42 is also quite wounded. Rifleman. This one will get suppressed. Yep, and the Grenadiers will win out in this engagement, no problem. Doesn't really need to capture that point all the way, but would be nice. And does decides fall back with MG42. Get one suppression in, let the Grenadiers finish them off. Perfectly fine, actually. We do got a forward ambulance here, healing up, reinforcing this rifleman. This rifleman squad is trying to crawl his way back there. Ooh, good mortar hit there by the British mortar. Looks like he's gone for the Mobile Assault Regiment. Over here, we got the Sturm Pioneers, Volksgrenadiers engaging the riflemen. Riflemen are behind a heavy cover there thanks to these tank traps. Conscripts are here to support as well. Sturm Pioneers are falling back. And we do not have AT grenades or Molotovs for the Soviet player. It does have medics. More Volksgrenadiers charge on forward. And since they're not being focused down, they're able to advance, getting some good mid-range fire capability. These conscripts are going for a flanking run, but they're getting focused side immediately. Throws a incendiary grenade, forcing back the riflemen. One of the riflemen squads get fully wiped there. He's self-retreating to this rifleman, to this ambulance. Conscripts are here, but there's 3 squads of Volks versus 2 squads of conscripts. The conscripts will get focused down, or at least this one will get focused down. This rifleman is partially reinforced. He's pushing the ambulance even further forward. And that garrison's not garrisonable. Conscript here is severely wounded, does fall back there. Riflemen are not fully reinforced. Flamer does come out, but that's getting overwhelmed there. The riflemen will need a soft retreat or full retreat away, or else they're going to get overrun. Best full retreat at this point. In the middle, we do got a full retreat here. Looks like incendiary rounds being utilized on this MG42. Over here, we do have the intersection here, severely wounded. This one still has plenty of health. No 5-man squad upgrade, so that's damage, not lack of models. Figure's starting to make its advance. It does force back both of those squads. Riflemen do throw a frag grenade there. Oh! That's a dead Sturm Pioneer. I saw them group up, I just knew that was going to happen. We do have some Jaeger Light Infantry over here. And 222 is now making his advance. Captain is behind the heavy cover there. And now it becomes a very good backdrop for that autocannon. Does fall back nice and early. And it's still alive, trying to avoid any autocannon fire. And getting some very, very juicy blood infusions. And we do have the Sturm Pioneers receiving quite a bit of fire there. And the autocannon scout car will make its escape from that fire. A lot of support weapons by Yellow. Does have 2 Grenadiers, so has a good mixed force. Magenta has deployed out some mortar half-tracks. Looks he's gone for the infantry dock company. Conscripts do get suppressed there. We may see rear echelons. Rear echelons firing off a smoke grenade. Very nice. So it looks like he has gotten grenade research there by... Yeah, we saw the grenades earlier, wiping out the Shoom Pioneers. And we got even Magenta coming in as well. So Magenta and Purple making the advance, overwhelming the Scion's MG42. Is soft retreating away, or MG34, and soft retreating towards the Battle Group HQ. We got a lot of forces here. Volksgrenadiers mostly. Shoom Pioneers making their charge forward. Blue and Yellows making their nice flank. There could be a wipe on that rifleman squad there. Needs to start focusing on with those LMGs. And has prioritized fire on, trying to hunt down the amulets and the mortar half-track. Great opportunity here, that's for sure. Does decrew the mortar half-track. He has to be very, very careful. Does get severe damage down on the 222 thanks to a nearby mortar. And does manage to escape out the mortar half-track. Very nice. We have to be very careful in decrewing like that. If a Grenadier could just run forward and grab a free mortar half-track. MG42 getting overwhelmed. Does throw a Mills bomb into that church. Pair of Cinder grenades onto that fighting position there. It could burn that fighting position down as well. On the left side, we do have the mortar emplacement, Vickers, and not emplacement, but an intersection. A lot of support weapons. That's not going to put it that way. Grenadiers trying to reclaim that mortar. Nope. Does avoid the mortar. We do have a Grenadier over here as well, and a Grenadier here as well. Rifle grenade fired. No, he does avoid it. Or it does cancel it. And we have another mortar half-track. It is also infantry company, so 2 infantry companies, so we may see a whole lot of priests that are not in a church. Shoom Pioneers will retreat away from that flamer. We've got M1919s coming out from Magenta. We got a number of these Jaeger light infantry as well. Smoke run does come forward, and we've got a smoke grenade there by the or by the captain. And here comes the Stuxafus. Largely missed. It does take out the sandbags. Anti-tank rifle grenade will come forward and getting a direct hit there onto the 222. Over here, it looks like we got something may have went down. I heard like sound like a vehicle going down. We do got a flak half-track deployed on out to help stop the infantry units from overrun the MGs. Volksgrenadier trying to soft retreat away, but may get fully wiped there. It does full retreat there. SHG Volks getting some great damage there. Needs to focus on that Flamer squad. Does force him away. Very nice. And Sid Molotov does come forward as well. Do got the haul down ability, the Brace Dirt. And get some great damage there onto that scout car. Oh. The flak half-track goes down to... Was it a flanking AT gun? Yeah, we got an AT gun over here. So the flak half-track does go down as well as the 222. Over here? Nope. I thought that was a mortar placement, but no, that's just a MG inside the garrison. There may have been a squad wipe there on a rifleman squad. And this rifleman squad may get wiped out as well. Purple does escape with that squad. Yeah, he lost one of his rifleman squads. The other one managed to barely escape on out there. Frag grenade thrown. Does get some good hits there. Now the guards rifles receiving quite a bit of fire. Does drop a DP. Gotta make sure to recapture that up. If it's dropped PTRS, you can actually leave it behind. Make that guard squad even more effective versus infantry. 2 mortar half-tracks deployed out by Magenta, and the Suxafus is now under fire from the T-70. Throws on smoke run. Needs to push forward. And does take out the T-70, but does take out the Suxafus at the last moment as well. And 1919's making their advance, forces back on the squads quite quickly. Jägerlight Infantry has a lot of wounded targets to shoot to. And the captain will get suppressed there. Riflemen do fall back. Great frag grenade there. Getting a couple of Sturm Pioneer models. And a lot of mortars are here. Let's see, we do have, of course, have mobile assault, 2 infantry. And for the Soviet player, we do have mechanized support tech, so ISU 152 is now available. So priests, ISUs, and land mattresses. That's going to be a lot of late game heavy artillery. Versus, we got Fallschirmjägers, we got some loiters. Elite armor, so we got portable nukes. Elephants, so heavy tank destroyers. And we do also have Overwatch, so we do have some potential counter-artillery abilities. But both of the US players going for infantry means they can call in some major reconnaissance and then bring in some time and targets on the left 18s. And also got some strafing runs coming on in. Conscripts are falling back, but you got the suppression coming out on the captain from the Sheer Panzer Quarters. We also got a mortar emplacement here, so more mortars support the mortars. So, mortars are going to be raining on him here. Our left 18 will be great at this moment of time, but he does not have enough command points at this moment in time. Flamers getting some great hits there onto that MG team. And Suxafus is making its advance. OKW, or not OKW, the Volksgrenadier fall back. And getting some great hits there. Decrews the mortar. Jägerlight Infantry getting some good hits there onto those riflemen. Jägerlight Infantry getting some good hits there. Rifleman M19 still decrew the pack gun, but the Grenadier getting a lot of wounding actions allows these scope rifles getting some great snipe shots, picking out the wounded, executing the wounded. And like MOBAs, not MOBAs, MMOs, it's usually called like execution abilities, kill off a wounded unit. In this case, it's a very high health wounded unit, but still nonetheless an execution shot. Frag grenade thrown, but does avoid it. Light raining on in as well. Panzer IV has been upgraded for a Pinto mount, very nice. And this Jägerlight Infantry needs to fall back, I would say. Get some healing, get some reinforcements. Conscripts making their advance. There are 3 OKW players, so the Austria player could potentially deploy out some caches for them. And also, the Overwatch doctrine could use some munitions caches for more loiters. And the Fallschirmjäger player could use some more munitions for more loiters. And heat rounds, Panzer Commander, that can use up a lot of munitions as well. The Wehrmacht player should eye gain more munitions caches. Not fuel caches, but munitions caches, I would say. And there goes that Sturm Pioneer. Throws on the Scenic Grenade. Good hit there, and there goes the M15. Very nice. And taking out those anti-aircraft pieces are going to be very important for, well, the loiters. Suxafus raining on in. Gets a good hit there on the AT gun, misses the ambulance, partially splashing it. Frag grenade thrown, Scenic Grenade thrown, getting some good hits there as well. And he does have a 50 cal emplacement right here. Flamer coming to the flank, as well as the Guards Rifleman. Does brace dirt there. It does get suppressed there as well. Didn't brace dirt fast enough. Another Panzer IV deployed on out, being upgraded to Panzer Commander.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Good damage there. They need to fall back relatively soon. Or soft retreat to the Battle Group HQ. I wonder if he has forward retreat points. He does not have a forward retreat point. Maybe should I have a forward retreat point. And Jägerline Infantry will need to fall back. So great hit there by the Panzer IV. Does receive a hit there. Artillery did run in there. Not sure from where though. From who. Could have been time on target from one of the US players. Maybe from him. Green does not take out that fighting position just yet.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Ooh, something went down. Mortar half-track goes down to something. We also got the Overwatch Doctrine has deployed out of left 18.
Destroyed an emplacement.
And over here, we got the Panzer IV advancing to support the Volksgrenadiers. It's a grenade there on the heavy cover. Very nice. Forces back that squad. AT-gun does roll some misses there. Going forward for passes from Panzer Artillery, but also got Zis gun and potential buttons. Does not deploy on the coordinated barrage yet. Short barrel Panzer IV has deployed and now iPads will hold it down right around here. And Stuxafus rained on right there. The ambulance still alive, Priest is still alive, and the mortar half-track still alive. Conscript's got a nice flank there. A lot of AT guns here. Looks like he's grabbed one from his Austrian ally. And Scion doesn't have any Volksgrenadiers. Did he lose them all? Getting healed up right there. Luckily, the Aura heal ability allows him to get some healing, even though it's bugged out a bit. Oh, there goes that Sturm Pioneer. Incendiary Grenade does come forward. The Volksgrenadiers are eyeing for some heavy cover. Over here, got some N1919s. Great hit there by the left 18. And multiple good hits there by the left 18. There's two left 18s deployed out. This one is fully built and reloading. And here comes the Panzer Warfare Barrage in somewhere. Right over here. Complete whiff though. We got a Vickers emplacement here. Or not Vickers emplacement, but Vickers gun. Entrenched in that building. There we go. And here comes a reconnaissance overflight from the Austere player. Ooh. No off-map strikes, just left 18 potential barrages from his teammate. One's lined up here. I see a barrage activated. This could be quite deadly. And a good hit there. Not a wipe. He is relocating the ambulance. Gets a good hit there on the mortar half-track. Jackson deploying out. Very nice. MG42. Not any sort of cover, but we'll have good coverage. Close range Katyusha barrage. Ugh. Depending on how the rockets go, that could be really good or not so good. Panzer IV charging on forward, hunting down that Katyusha, but he has pulled it back. We may see some Panzer Artillery coordinated barrages there from the Panzer Commander. Goes for one AT grenade, does not get the snare, gets a good hit there on the mortar half-track. We may see an AT grenade there. AT gun is decrewed, however. Yep, AT grenade does connect. And here comes a Lord over here, trying to hit the Jackson, trying to hit, well, basically a bit of everything. Does get some good damage on the Jackson. Don't see any hits over here on the vehicles. The reconnaissance overflight's all done with at the moment. And you have a dropped Bren gun right there. Suppression coming on forward. That was a mortar hit there, and there goes that infantry section. Down south, we've got these infantry pushing forward. Does decrew one the Kennerwerfer. MG34 on the flank. And he's going to focus fire and destroy that Kennerwerfer now. And actually, the Pak-40 takes out the Kennerwerfer as well, so both sides says that Kennerwerfer is going to die. Does spot the mortar emplacement, or able to throw some city grenades onto it. Actually, he could actually stop throwing the city grenade, wait a bit of time before the brace to wear off. Sukusufu's raining on in somewhere. Minor hits there. I may have got some hits there on the conscript. Could throw his other city grenade there before retreating, or this one's on cooldown. And the light barrages will be finishing off that unupgraded. Oh, Panzerwerfer barrage unupgraded the fighting position. Over here we got the rifleman trying to capture the point, but they will get suppressed. Captain may get a smoke grenade off, or just flank. But we have a fresh squad of Fallschirmjägers, or not so fresh. It's relatively fresh. Frag grenade throw does retreat back very early. Nice. Rifleman still suppressed. Over here we've got a close range Katusha, potentially. Smoke run will spot the Katusha, but may not be really paying attention for it. And do have a constant overflight coming out now by yellow. We may see a loiter, not enough munitions for a airborne assault. And this is still on cooldown and not enough munitions either way. See some lot of stored up resources as well. Two 6-pounders deployed on now, or those are M180 guns, same difference. Great hits there onto the 6-pound, the M180 guns by the Jaeger infantry, able to gauge at long range. And Panzer IV needs to make sure it keeps this away from those M180 guns. Comet Tank and Jackson, or well, Jackson's almost fully healed. And then mortar placement did go down at one point in time. Panzer IV does get buttoned there, may receive some AT grenades. Could use coordinated barrage there. Does not merge onto that AT gun. And does go down to the other Zis gun. Panzerwerfer does come in, but a little bit too late. Obersatzen may get wiped out by those conscripts. There's a lot of conscripts there. Yes, it does get wiped out. Blue looks like it's deploying out a Jagdpanzer. Not a half bad idea. He has plenty of artillery, just needs more anti-vehicle assets. And short barrel Panzer IV is making its way forward. We've got the Panzer IV does receive a pen there. Two more AT guns, and there goes the Panzerfaust shot. That pen from the short barrel Panzer IV made the difference in getting that kill there. Panzerwerfer barrage raining on, getting some great hits there. So an elephant tank destroyer can be deployed, as we heard multiple times. Main gun destroyed. Pak-40 does get some good hits there. Panzer IV does connect. And the Pak-40s will not finish off that Comet Tank. Constant smoke run coming in by somebody? Ah, it's the Pyrotechnic Smoke. Jagdpanzer force fires the ground, rolls a miss. The Jaeger infantry and Volksgrenadier needs to advance forward to kill off that AT gun, the 6-pounder. Jagdpanzer rolls a miss there, but does go down to a Panzerfaust or something? Ah, to these Pack 40s. Looks like a Sturmtiger shot does come in, does get buttoned, not reloading at the moment. IS-2 does receive a pair of bounces there for the Pack 40 and Picking Warfare. Green's Panthers now charging on in. We got a mortar half track here. And does receive a pen in return. MG42 pushes his way forward. 9 remaining cover, but does have damage resistance from the Panzer Commander. Another constant overflight coming forward. There's Dishka pintle mount on the ISU to help try shooting it down. Stuxafus going way too far forward. Does go to on Zisgun. Big oversight right there. MG34 getting some suppression there on the conscripts. Fortune makers making their advance. And we've got the M1919s and some Bren equipped riflemen are advancing now. Flamethrower will need to fall back. And there goes our Fallschirmjägers. Obsassin trying to go for our infiltration grenades. Does avoid the grenade. No, that was a Cinder grenade, a bundle grenade? That was a bundle grenade and a Cinder grenade at the same time. Sturmtiger may get a good hit there on the ISU-152. The ISU-152 is currently blinded by the smoke. Lining up a shot. Gets a direct hit. Green's Panther is already back at home. That's not where he wants to be at. That should give the Sturmtiger a lot of veterancy. And we got a landmaster barrage running in, forcing back the Grenadiers. Now drops. Ooh, there's a squad wipe. Panzerwerfer raining on barrages somewhere. And good hits there. That may have been a low angle barrage, and there's a high angle barrage there. Panthers make his way back. And smoke ground does come forward by the Panzer Command tank.
We have lost a pack gun. You now have command of an elephant tank destroyer.
Elephant tank destroyer pulled out by yellow. And we've got multiple AT guns here. He's lost the... Oop! Body block is not something one you see. Sturmtiger almost at 1 level, veteran C. One of the AT guns does get decrewed. And there's some good infantry targets right there. Try and go for this forces here. Maybe I'll get a good hit. We'll get a great hit there. Not any squad wipes other than on the AT gun, but good damage all across the line. Does get a bundle grenade shot off there as well. The Obsons are a bit wounded. The conscripts are even more wounded. Those are Frenchable smoke grenade. Molotov does get thrown in return. Blue Panzer IV looks like a fresh one is. We're seeing some hits there. And relatively fresh Jagdpanzer as well. Panther does receive a hit there. And does receive an engine snare. Elephant does get a deadly hit on the Jag onto the Jackson. And the Jackson's still alive. I thought it sounded like a vehicle went down. Priest getting some deadly hits there onto this general sector. Rifleman is seeing a bit of hit there. They will be suppressed relatively soon. They're gonna work for trying to charge on forward. But they do need the support of that MG34 and great hits there onto those AT guns. They do get suppressed there. Volksgrenadier. Oh, and the ISU 152 says, nope, you're getting decrewed. Mortars do displace that to MG34 as well. We do have a lot of fire coming out of the Elephant Tank Destroyer, and the Panzer IV, short barrel Panzer IV, is still in the region.
Reconnaissance flight set to go.
Starting to haul down that Panzer IV, which can draw additional shot. And he's hauling down the Elephant. It's now out of arc from that Elephant tank, I believe. Storm Tiger gets a deadly hit there, and the Elephant's still hauled down, so can't really capitalize on that a moment. Looks like one of the players have gone for a King Tiger. Looks like it's Scion who went for this King Tiger. He doesn't have a whole lot of forces left, but does have 2 heavy tanks. And smoke. Oh, and there goes the aircraft. Panzerfaust will come forward. Getting a direct hit there. Panther does receive a pen there. ISU 152 does go down to loiter. Panthers are severely wounded. All the loitering aircraft do get shot down. The Panther is severely wounded. Elephant does get a nice hit there onto the Su-85. Panther is still alive. May see an anti-tank rifle grenade or 2, but it won't get wiped out. King Tiger's now supporting as well. Sturm Tiger is using his rifle grenades and does have access to his own main gun. Fresh force units being pulled out. Panzerwerfer Barrage does miss these forces as my frame rate tanks down even more. King Tiger and Sturm Tiger are now advancing. The gun is loaded. And Sturm Tiger could wipe out that Su-85. Firefly does get spotted there. He's also going to eye for that Firefly. He's going to charge him forward, but he's going to receive a heat grenade. King Tiger needs to hit that Su-85. Pass with heat rounds. It will will not one-shot it. But all the combat engineers do go down. And there goes the Sturm Tiger. Heat rounds have been activated. There goes the Su-85. Multiple hits there onto the King Tiger. No heat grenade. Oh, he was too early with the heat grenade. Looks like some sort of loiter. No, looks like a Panzer already. Does avoid it. In 1919's ripping apart these Volksgrenadiers. Pack 40 does get decrewed. Panzerwerfer shot does miss. He tried to decrew or destroy that Pack 40, but it will be claimed by the US player. It'll take quite a bit of time for that Panther to decrew that Pack 40. He does get an anti-grenade there. Something to be called in. Is it time on target? No, it's a strafing run. Soviet strafing run. Fresh? Nope, that is just on cooldown. Needs Panzer authorization as well. Land Mattress Barrage raining on in.
Incoming! Enemy fire!
The Constable flight is coming on in. And we do have a marked target onto the Elephant Tank Destroyer. Short Barrel Panzer IV is trying to rotate around. We do got some bundle grenades. Short Barrel Panzer IV has received quite a bit of fire. Needs to use his own smoke. Does use his own smoke there as well. Trying to crush those guards' rifles. Rumbar getting some great hits there, wiping out one of the conscript squads. And there goes the Short Barrel Panzer IV.
We have lost the Panzer.
Does get AT grenade there on to the Elephant. Does take out that 222.
Inflicting losses upon
Not sure what that AT grenade. Maybe there was a landmine he detonated.
Promotion achieved.
Oh, on the left side, we got the Jacksons and 1919s making advance. Sturm Pioneers will not be engaged. That they just retreating back early. It's a good idea. King Tiger going deep, has heat rounds activated, but there's multiple tank destroyers here. He's on the wrong side of town. And AT guns even as well. King Tiger will go down. Way not a support. He would need a lot of support to engage that. Pack 4 does get decrewed there. Good hits there by the Panzerwerfers. Good hits there onto that AT gun. Looks like the left 18s are raining on in over here. A lot of resource flows, but he's at pop cap, so I can't blame him for having resource flow.
Enemy machine gun.
Good hits there on that captured
Land
MG-34.
mattress ready to go.
And now have a second land mattress, 2 Fireflies, 2 Commandos, 2 Medics. Oh, 2 Medics. Maybe we can throw one towards a teammate. I'm not sure why he has 2 Medics. Maybe for field heals. And there goes that land mattress.
Land mattress crew.
Puma has a point now. Could use heat rounds using aim shot as well. Does get a turret lock there, and the Elephant does get a great hit there. And with him being body blocked by his own AT gun, that Firefly could go down, but does not. That smoke was very detrimental. Barnbar pushes his way forward with the support of the command tank. He also has a 222 and a pair of Panzerwerfers. He must have that 222 just for anti-loiters or anti-strays. I'm not sure why though. Or he does have... No, he doesn't have spotting scopes. I'm not sure why then. Panther following him back. Will manage to stay alive. Elephant Tank Destroyer trying to hunt down some more targets. Suxafus raining on in somewhere. Way over here. Frag grenade does get avoided by the Fallschirmjägers. Now there's plenty of spotting here for the Elephant. Could decrew that other land mattress. It does get decrewed there. Can use Elephant to destroy that land mattress entirely. Over here we do got a loiter suppressing these infantry. And now we got the commandos now charge on forward, trying to get some good damage in. Does throw a bundle grenade or gamma bomb. Same difference. Short barrel Panzer IV does roll a miss, and Incendiary Grenade was thrown. Panzer Warfare Barrage. Getting some good hits there. Decrews the AT gun and destroys the AT gun.
I'm afraid, quite dead.
Could potentially get some good hits there on that S-35 once he's getting to vision range. Panther is here as well. Does get a direct hit there. Rolls a miss there on the Panther. That's not a good angle for the S-85. Does draw some smoke to protect himself. Does get a snare there. Let's on forward. It will take 2 shots to kill it. Because the Elephant Tank Destroyer only does like 300 to 280. Jackson trying to skirmish along the edges. We do got the short barrel Panzer IV in the mix as well. Fireflies are advancing as well. Severely wounded Elephant. Bookmark target there. Brumbar's can also pitch in some shots. Getting some bounce on the front of armor. Multiple bounce on the front of armor. There goes that Firefly. No Reuters to support the Elephant. Elephant does go down. Jackson does go down as well. Relatively equal trade, losing both a Firefly and a Jackson there. Goes out smoke to protect his own Brumbar. Good hits there onto the Sherman Firefly. Pack 40 in the region, and does take out that Firefly as well, so that's actually a bigger loss for the Allies. But also, that's why I have plenty of manpower or fuel, just why the manpower is the issue. Blue's forces here are just a little bit idle, but nothing left for them to shoot at. Salvaging that wreck. Does throw a grenade out there. And does get direct hit there onto that Pack 40.
Gun has been destroyed.
Obsassin and Volkswagen trying to push the way forward. Does avoid the Gamma Bomb. Very nice. And there was a constant run. We may see Allied Barrage coming on in. So they spotted the AT gun or the artillery piece. And we'll be starting raining on in now. It's a Vet 4. He's down to, he lists all the losses. Other one, perhaps to a time on target, perhaps just barrages. That is efficiency down. The gun may still live through the barrage. Frag grenade thrown. Does get a void. Panther's charge on in. Bet 3 Panther. Does spot the conscripts, can't risk the AT grenades, even though he wants to kill off some of these artillery pieces. And King Tiger's starting to make his way forward.
We are at 200 points.
MG34 does fall back. Double bounce down to King Tiger. King Tiger's making his advance. This is not the elite armor ones, no heat rounds. And we've got bunker busting barrage there on top of that AT gun. And we'll decrew the AT gun there. And next round could destroy the gun itself, but nope, does not get off another shot. Frag grenade thrown. It does mostly avoid with the Volksgrenadier. Stukes of Foos barrage raining on in up north. Panzer Warfare barrage is raining on in. And does take out that Su-85. Volksgrenadiers are receiving some hits, but it's mostly just light fire. Rear Echelon won't be able to deal much versus these forces, so does the Major. Major is at efficiency 1, so now we can get the improved reconnaissance run and improved rapid barrage. Ooh, the flak gun receiving quite a bit of hits there. Ooh, and body blocking the short barrel Panzer IV. Luckily, he still has plenty of health. Conscripts do receive a deadly hit there by the King Tiger. It gets a direct hit there on those conscripts. multiple hits there on that Vet 4 Panther. Vet 4 Panther not near Vet 5. And there goes down to a priest, actually. And the Katyusha's also raining on in as well. They really wanted that 2-2 dead. This gun is set up in this mix as well, so able to get some good hits there. Good hits there with the Panzerfaust. King Tiger, Jagdpanzer along the flank. They will be fighting against single Jackson, so the Jackson won't be able to stand up versus these forces. And over on the right side, oh, Panzerwerfers does use a Panzer Tactician there. Both of them trying to escape. Panther does, I think, force fire the ground right there. Panther may be able to save these Panzerwerfers. Main gun got destroyed, I think, by the one that we looked up north. Jackson does go down. Those Panzerwerfers do not go down. 6-pounder and M1 AT gun now firing at long range. Now here comes a straight. Ooh, there goes that AT gun. Super goes way too far forward. Goes down to the S-35. Panther's almost at veteran C5. Rolls a miss there. Line up shot. Lowest vision. And there goes the S-35. Still not veteran C5. Blitzing up forward. Taking the opportunity to take out those AT guns. But finds a landmine. King Tigers do get a good hit there on that rear echelon bazooka squad. And that rear echelon bazooka squad will need to fall back relatively soon. Detonates another landmine there. Panzerwerfer may get the kill on the Jackson, but does not. Does destroy that gun there. Fortune Vegas going around the flanks. Charging on forward. Doesn't get the wipe there on the commandos. We'll get some good damage there onto that Royal Engineer. The Royal Engineers may get fully wiped there. They do get fully wiped there. Try to crush the Fortune Jaegers. We may see a bundle grenade there. Bundle grenade does get thrown. Relatively effective, actually. It does get veteran C5 from that. Jackson or Firefly does receive a pretty nasty hit there by the Elephant. And Panther's eyeing for his 5th star veteran C. Landmaster's Barrage raining in on these forces. Panther's blitzing on forward will receive an AT grenade or two. And in the middle of multiple AT guns, and that's going to be a dead Vet 5 Panther. It's got a 5th level veterancy, but only for a short amount of time.
A medium tank was destroyed.
These forces getting severely wounded. Yeah, Captain will need to fall back relatively soon. The triple capture in favor of the Axis players. Not a whole lot of tickets remaining for the Allies. Good hit there onto the AT gun. Does have Spearhead enabled.
Field reports indicates the enemy is left with only 75 points.
Good hits there. And wipes out that squad entirely. Ooh. That King Tiger is severely wounded, and there's artillery barrage raining on in. The Battle Group HQ will likely go down. And almost crashed my game. It's not my encoder. I think it's my RAM. I need to get my RAM sorted out. I need a better processor for my RAM, I believe my issue is. Even though my CPU is not maxed out, nor my RAM's maxed out, but I think it's my RAM refresh rate is my biggest issue right now. Deadly hits there onto the Katusha, but not enough to kill it. Panther does charge forward, takes out a Priest, very nice, but he is receiving multiple AT gun shots there. Goes down to the 6-pounder.
Medium panzer lost.
And King Tiger does back away way over here. We've got repair engineers and repair engineers, so they should have multiple repair support. And I'm not sure where Green's repair. Oh, there they are. Needs to back up a little bit farther away to get more repair support. We're having all repair support from 3 mechanized HQs. It is a lot of repairs. We've got the marked target there onto the Green King Tiger. And we've got Priest now raining on shots onto the Elephant Tank Destroyer. The marked target aircraft does go down.
Prepare for action.
Jackson does receive some deadly hits there. King Tiger is receiving more and more fire. He did have the heat rounds activated. One more shot at Jackson is down from the King Tiger at least. And does take the King Tiger there, not King Tiger, Jackson there. The Elephant also tried to put a shot in there as well, so that was going to go down by 2 sources. Volksjägers engaging. There is a support of a T-3476 to engage those Volksjägers. Fisher Barrage raining on in. Obsatsen are in the region as well. Volksjägers do fall back. Obsatsen are charging on forward. And Obsatsen are largely quite healthy right now. The combat engineers do have an M1919. Not sure how effective combat engineers are with M1919s, but should be pretty effective actually. Bundle Grenade does get a void. Bunker busting barrage raining on in. Making some good splash there with the next shot onto the squad. Does get a good hit there. And fully wipes out one of those conscripts gone. Good hits there onto those Grenadiers. Panzerwerfer's reverse moving in is not a good idea, seeing how wounded they are. They do have Pinto mounts, but it's not a good idea to even use them. And there goes that Sherman tank. Panzerfaust came in when it didn't really need to. There goes those AT guns as well. The right flank has pretty much collapsed for the Allies. The left flank is quite... those are Priests, not Jacksons or Shermans. But we do have 2 AT guns here. A unupgraded fighting position and an upgraded fighting position. MG-34 setting on up. Looks like it's crewed by commandos. Good hit there onto that Jackson. Looks like Panzer Command Artillery is coming in while the King Tiger does get marked. The King Tiger is here to support the King Tiger. And the Elephant and... Nope, that's Brumbar and Jagdpanzers coming in as well. Artillery is raining on in on top of the Scion King Tiger. And there goes the Firefly. I'm not sure to the... Not... Oh, it could have been through actually to the Brumbar. We got the improved reconnaissance overflight from Purple's Major. Oh, not reconnaissance overflight, but recon pass. Great hit there by the Brumbar. He's deployed out a second Brumbar. That's a lot of anti-infantry. With his Elephant, he needs Pioneers. And he's at PopCap, and they have all 3 mechanized HQs in this region, so a lot of group repairs, which can be very effective. But Yellow's going to have to rely on also Sturm Pioneers as well. Not his own Pioneers, because he needs all that population room just for his 2 Grenadiers. Great hits there onto the T-34 Sim-6. Can withstand 1 more Jagdpanzer shot. Unless it's with heat rounds, but that's not the person who has elite armor. I heard a landmine detonation. The Jagdpanzer does find the landmine. Looks like I got some Panzer, Panzer Commander artillery raining on in. That could be very effective versus riflemen. No, that's actually Loiter. Nope, there's the Panzer Commander artillery.
We lost an infantry unit.
Great damage all across that line. Loiters are now, well, loitering. And there's no anti-aircraft appears to be for saying setting up a no loitering zone. Sturm Pioneers finds the LMG-equipped rifleman. And Short Barrel Panzer IV is following him down. Will receive a miss there. But we'll see some hits there by the Piets. Good hits there by the Brumbar. We do got a booby trap point, which can easily go down. Short Barrel Panzer IV does get destroyed. And does detonate that booby trap there without getting good damage in. And it's detonated by the Katusha. One of the Grenadiers do go down there as well. King Tiger and Brumbar coming for a flanking support. Great hit there by the King Tiger. Gets another pen there. Needs a 3rd shot there to get the kill. Forward assembly is still alive. Has the forward retreat point. And a Sturm Tiger shot gets a decent shot there on the MG-34. Brumbar's raining on shots as well. And good hits there all across that line.
Victory is in our grasp. The enemy has 25 points remaining.
The Allies are on to the last 24 tickets, but the Axis fire is down to 60. Commando's coming forward with counter. Pass on to capture it covertly. Has hold fire state on. And artillery is running on in, even on the Brumbar. Stealth Jagdpanzers are also coming on in. Does get good hit there on the Firefly. Brumbar does use Panzer Tactician escape. Scion's King Tigers advancing. And heat rounds does come forward as well. Got some artillery raining on in. Almost wipes out that Firefly. Firefly will go down next shot if he stays alive or gets another shot off. And there goes that Firefly. The Gamma Warfare does go down. Massive artillery hit there. Gamma Bomb was thrown. Volksgrenadier for LMG-34.
Units of engineers have been killed.
And good hits all across the line. Ooh, double squad wipe. There are 5 priests out on the field. Summoning some holy artillery. Or holy fuck, that's a lot of artillery. And they have not been able to get the Panthers in the rush on in to take them out either. Too many anti-tank grenades, and these guys have been staying wounded enough to fear anti-tank grenades from all their various sources.
The blasted Jerry's are down to only 50 points.
Good hit there on that rifleman. Has an LMG-34. Axe fires are counting down tickets now. Good hit there by the Brumbar. Sturm Tiger, double squad wipe. drops a Piet there. Obsassen's still alive but suppressed. Maybe we'll get the wipe there. Obasassen may get wiped as well. A lot of things here. Does fall back, gets a bundle grenade off, takes out both those units. Grenadier is pushing way forward, does have a Bren gun. Obasassen's squad does go down. Jagdpanzer makes his way forward. King Tiger, severely wounded, goes forward as well. It's like artillery being ran on in. Maybe from major, yes, major artillery raining on in.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Everybody just flooding the central of the map. Stuff is getting blown on up. Ambulance goes down. And now the point is free game for the Axis players. Jackson's still in the region. Potion niggas are advancing. Obasassen seeing a number of hits there. Obasassen's arson point does decapture Central VP, so it's stalled out the game. More artillery raining on in, severely battering and bruising these Axis vehicles. Rifleman squad does fully go down there. More and more forces just streaming on in. It's become a dogpile in the center of the map. The left flank is very well secured by the Allies. 2 fighting positions, 1 unupgraded fighting position. Reconnaissance flight from multiple players coming on in, laying out some landmines, might as well. Gonna work for some hits. Panzerwerfer barrage raining on in, getting some good hits there onto those AT guns. And all Potion is trying to capture the central point. It's in whole hands of the Allies. Axis plays down to 24 tickets. Central point has a lot of Allied infantry here. Brumbar will likely go down, using the Bunker Buster, getting some good hits there on the Vikinawerfer. Obasassen cannot make any gains. And if Vikinawerfer does go down, so does the Brumbar. This Brumbar is charging forward. Can use another Bunker Buster himself. Gets a great hit there on that conscript squad. King Tiger pushes his way forward, severely wounded. Greens, King Tiger makes forward, trying to hit some of these backline vehicles. Smoke run coming forward. Now we've got a lot of Axis infantry charging forward. Oh, rear echelon won't say it. Oh! That's a big kill there. I was going to say the Axis players maybe will capture the point. Only the Sturm Pioneers are reasonably healthy for now. Not so much now. Axis players have 10 points, 10 tickets. They do decapture points, so do manage to stall out the game. Sturm Pioneers still in the region. First Sturm Pioneers get wiped out. Sturm Pioneers are also charging in. Short barrel Panzer IV getting some more shots in. There's just so much artillery raining on the center of the map. It's a lot of artillery. More artillery is still raining on in. Fallschirmjäger saying hi. Fallschirmjäger's dropping on in and immediately gets nailed, but they have 2 models remaining. They do stop the capture. More rear echelon charging on in. Obasassen's making their advance as well. We could see a Zis barrage. Good idea perhaps for a Zis barrage. And
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
the Axis players looks like they're going to capture the point, but no, the conscripts do stall out, and there's plenty of smoke in the region. There goes that Obasassen. And some of these vehicles are going on down as well. I'm not so sure from what. Brumbar is in the region. And there goes the Fallschirmjägers. There goes that other squad. Obasassen's Suxafus getting good hits there. Conscripts barely stay alive. This is still a largely in favor of the Axis players. Good hit there on top of the rear echelon. They're trying to hold on. But now the smoke's gone. Throws out some of his own smoke. More Fallschirmjägers being dropped on in. Force fire on the ground. A piece of Bunker Buster. Bundle Grenade does get the kill there on the rear echelon. And now it's in Axis players' control. But there's a lot more artillery for the Allies in Axis. Volksjägers are trying to go on forward, maybe hold fire. I really don't know. With the amount of smoke there, I don't think they can hold fire. Commandos charging on in. I think they're freshly spawned. Infiltration. Gamma bomb does get thrown. Still managed to stay alive. Both guys are down to one model. There goes the Commandos. Major charge on forward. Not Veteran C3. Panzer Force need to start focusing down that Major. Brumbar's hitting it as well. Trying to dissuade those 3 echelon. Now there's 2 squads coming to that point. Both players are down to 2 tickets, but we also got a double capture. This point is decaptured. This point is decaptured. This point is decaptured. So it's fully neutralized. 6 to 8 tickets. It's still anybody's game. Bolsheviks do drop on in the center of the map. Sherman tank here. Panzerfaust was thrown. This point is captured. Got to capture for the Axis players. And he needs to keep this unit here to stop the Sherman tank from decrewing and regain the capture. But we've got to capture on the far side of the map as well. Does get out of the vehicle now, which allows that crew, does lose his own tank there, but that crew will decapture that point. We've got to capture against the Axis players. Nothing here. This point is being captured up of the crew over here. That's going to be game. Looks like the Axis players will lose. Holy crap. Now, only if I had better frame rate this entire game. Game of dogpile at the end of the game. Just so much artillery. Holy crap. Either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching and signing off. And that's probably going to do it for the stream for today. It's getting close to when I usually fall asleep. I'm probably going to hunt around for a new processor to better utilize my RAM. But either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching the stream. And